And we're back at Poppy Yoder Field as Quakertown's had their seniors introduced. Now for Pennridge, they will do the very same thing. They will introduce their senior ball players as well. There's Keith Moore. Greg, he's going to be a key to this game because Pennridge this year has had a very balanced offensive attack. The pass today could be real trouble.
Well, the passing game with the wind could be in trouble, as you mentioned, but Keith Moore finally got the reins as the starting quarterback when Jeff Hollenbach took over this program this year, and he's really paid off for the first-year coach, having a nice year. 84 of 153 through the air, 1,248 yards, 10 touchdowns. He's got to have a big game because the rushing attack has not really been that effective for Pennridge this year. They rely on two guys, Floyd Turner and Tyler Weideman. Turner is the halfback, Weideman the fullback, and their numbers very, very similar. Turner, 98 carries for 370 yards, and Weideman, 103 carries for 367 yards. Not great years, and they need that running game today to establish the passing game. With the way the wind is blowing, it's going to be a short passing game.
As we look at the Quakertown seniors who were introduced before this game, a lot of people think because of the Pennridge ability to put up points, and Quakertown giving up 30-plus points on 5 different occasions this year, this could be a real shootout. But with this weather and the history of this matchup, I think it'll probably be a game in the 20s.
Yeah, and the field conditioning's a little bit muddy on the field. It's chewed up. A lot of teams play here, as we talked about before the game. And in fact, the rain last night didn't help things out a lot. Plus, the way this wind is blowing, the punting and kicking game is going to be very, very treacherous trying to field punts and kickoffs today. And you speak about special teams, the Pennridge special teams have been unbelievable this year. Blocking kicks, kicking game-winning field goals, you ask it, they've done it. Returned a kickoff for a touchdown. They've had a great year on specialty teams.
One of the men that you just saw there, Brian Benfield, number 20, has been particularly good for Jeff Hollenbach's ball club. Ray Fox's club with a little mo going into this one. As Greg mentioned in the pregame, they beat Hepro Horsham 2 weeks ago, 3-zip. Pennridge got trounced by North Penn a week ago on Monday night. But really for this game, and we say this every year, records go out, what they did last week goes out. This is still the biggest rivalry in Upper Bucks County, a traditional game, and now the captains will come to the center of the field for these two squads.
These teams have been playing, I think this is like the 68th, 69th meeting between the two schools. Last year, 34-6 in favor of Quakertown.
This is Chip Betcher, he's the umpire. Okay. Quakertown, the white is the visitors. Captains today are number 36, Captain Schoberger, number 87, Captain Miller. For Pennridge in the green, number 10, Captain Moore, 85, Captain Schalk, 22, Captain Turner, 61, Captain Donahue. Go ahead, shake hands, man. Good luck today, guys. Hey, gentlemen, Quakertown's the visitors. They'll call the toss. Heads, tails. Heads and tails. If I drop it, we'll do it again. Okay, you're going to call it in the air, please.
Tails. Call tails.
Tails he called. Tails it is. Okay, Quakertown won the toss. We're going to defer. Quakertown has won the toss, and they will defer. Okay, it's your choice, gentlemen. You want the ball? Which goal would you like to defend? Okay, swing it around, please. Pennridge will receive. Okay, shake hands and bring them out, men. Good luck.
There you have it, the coin toss, and as we discussed with this wind, it was very apparent to us whoever won was going to defer to get the right end of the field in the fourth quarter. Quakertown has won the toss, and Pennridge will get the ball first, which I think probably makes Ray Fox very happy.
Yeah, but Pennridge now is going to also be going into the wind first, so Quakertown not only has a chance to have the wind at their back in the fourth quarter, they have a chance to jump out early with the wind at their back in the first quarter. And speaking of their offense, let's talk a little bit about it. We didn't talk about it very much in the pregame yet. Their quarterback is a senior named Joe Kuklis. Didn't start the season as the starting quarterback. It was a guy named Phil Amon. Got hurt. They brought in Kuklis, and he's gone wild. He's thrown for 985 yards on the season. 15 more. He goes over the 1,000-yard mark today. He's a real nice year. But the key to this offense and the key to this football team for Quakertown is the guy you saw out there as one of the captains. His name is Todd Schoberger. He's had a huge year, 832 yards rushing, a big defensive stud on that side of the football field. And when they want to get the ball in the end zone, 9 out of 10 times it's going to be in his hands.
key for Pennridge today, you feel, is running away from Schulberger's side.
Yeah, they got to stay away from. They got to establish the running game early on, because the passing game, we know they can do it, but with the way the wind is, it's going to be a short passing game. So if you can establish the running game, it pulls the linebackers up a step more and allows those guys to get out behind them for the short passing game to work effectively.
Steve Hendricks will be your place kicker for Quakertown. He's number 17, a freshman, 6'1", 160. He'll be kicking deep to Floyd Turner, who's played a whale of a couple of years here for Pennridge. In many ways, he's been the heart of this program, number 22. And look at the future. Jason Rhodes, number 40, who's already run back a couple of kicks this year. He is a true freshman, so he's part of the future here. Pennridge, Quakertown, we're ready to go from Poppy Yoder. We thank you for joining us on this Thanksgiving Day. The kick, and it's going to be short, and it looks like it'll head out of bounds, and it does. So for Pennridge, a chance to start at the 35.
He got it up in the air, and the wind actually blowing out of the southwest. And as you look at the field, Quakertown is going from left to right across your TV screen. They're going from south to north. The wind blowing out of the southwest, so that ball got up in the jet stream and just got taken right out of bounds. So on the opening kickoff, we see the effects of the wind already.
Bottom line is the ball will be drifting to the bottom of your screen throughout the game today.
Towards us.
All right, so
be alert if you have to make a play.
That's right. Certainly will be. Keith Moore will bring him out. It'll be Turner and Weideman, as Greg suggested. Guaro is the wide man. And the first play, it's Turner, and he's around that, and he'll have a big gain. He'll go past midfield. Moore knocked out of, or I should say, Turner knocked out of bounds at the Quakertown 45, so a nice 20-yard gain to start things off.
Boy, nice formation. They lined up Weideman, not in the backfield. He lined up as a wing on the right-hand side. They had a power formation. Big block on the outside by Guaro also to open up running room outside for Turner.
And Jeff Hollenbach surprises the hurry-up offense. This is something Pennridge has not shown us this year, so this is a surprise just for Thanksgiving Day. Here's Turner, and he'll go to the left, back over the middle. Not as much this time, but a solid 3-4 yards. And, you know, for Jeff Hollenbach, let's be honest, he played here in this game. He's been part of this Pennridge Quakertown tradition, so he knows little surprises can certainly help you on Turkey Day.
Actually got his scholarship to Illinois due to the game he played here on Thanksgiving Day when Quakertown crushed Pennridge 66-28 back in the 70s, 1970 to be exact.
Keith Moore inside. This is Weideman through the hole on the right-hand side. He'll pick up 3, knocked down by number 72. That's Mike McGoldrick, a senior tackle, 6 foot, 230, and Pennridge stays in the hurry-up offense as they obviously have seen something. They want to try and keep Quakertown back on their heels, and Jeff Hollenbach, who's also the offensive coordinator, has probably scripted a series of plays here for Keith Moore. 3rd and 5 for Pennridge from the Quakertown 39. Moore will roll to his left. He's under pursuit, but he's completed the ball to number 24. That one's knocked out of bounds.
Eric Kraus, who's been perhaps the 3rd receiver this year. Pennridge picks up a good 15 yards down to about the 25-yard line for Quakertown. Pennridge has Quakertown back on their heels here. Great job by Moore, though, to square his shoulders there as he rolled against his body and threw a nice ball under the wind. Here it is on replay. Sorrento's replay, you see Kraus making the catch and then yardage downfield. Back to live action. Turner shakes one tackler, but Schulberger will wrap him up. Assisted by number 19, Sean Ben. That'll be a loss of about 5 yards. The first negative run play for Pennridge in this series. And now they're going to huddle things up. And so for the first time today, they'll go back into their huddle and talk things over. They had the momentum. You might as well keep going with that no-huddle offense. One thing that was strange about it, though, something you don't usually see from a no-huddle offense, they're running the ball most of the time out of that. Most of the time you see a no-huddle offense, shotgun formation, throwing the football. They ran the ball, except for when it got to 3rd down. Guaro to the bottom of the screen. It's Turner immediately closest to you. Weideman right behind center, and Keith Moore on 2nd and 15. That's the draw to Turner. He shakes one man, he shakes 2 men. He's into the secondary. He's down to about the 15-yard line. Nice run by Floyd Turner. Yeah, and he's a tackle away from breaking that one. Kyle Nagel came up and made the stop. Turner got by McGoldrick at the line of scrimmage, and then he got into the secondary. Didn't pick up 1st down yardage, but picked up a lot of the yardage he lost, plus an additional more, and it makes up 3rd down and probably about 3 here. And this Pennridge offensive line is opening up some nice holes for the running game early on. These two teams match up size-wise reasonably well. Pennridge goes strong left,
two running backs tucked in just adjacent to Moore's left hip. Turner behind him, and the handoff is to Turner through the left side. He's free, and he'll walk in. 6-0 Pennridge as Turner goes in from the 17-yard line with 9:14 left to play in the first quarter. A tremendous opening series for Pennridge as they take the ball 65 yards in 6 plays, 9:14 left, and Turner goes in from 17 yards out. Here's the Sorrento's replay. And look at Turner just go through the left side, and after that, there's nobody there.
And once he got away from the tackle attempt by Kohler, he's gone. He gets into the secondary and just shows that great speed that he has, pulls away and gets in for 6 and an early 6-0 Pennridge lead.
Now this will be a test day. Mike Bunning, the all-district soccer player who usually kicks for Pennridge, replaced by Lee Koza. Bunning is out today with an injury. Koza we've seen before. He's a very good place kicker as well. So he'll be trying the point after touchdown today, and we have a flag. The referees step between the two teams.
Yeah, looks like there's a little movement on the front line there, and they're,
And obviously Pennridge thinks this penalty is against Quakertown because they brought 3 offensive players in.
Ball start on the offense.
well, they weren't correct.
Yeah, Jeff Hollenbach now turns around and sends Koza back out. He thought the penalty was against Quakertown, and he was going to go for 2. Now he sends Koza back out. 3 players come back off your screen to your right. So now they'll kick the extra point.
That would have been a smart play to go for 2, because the way the offensive line dominated that first drive, you figure you can pick up 1.5 yards, 2 yards that you need for the 2-point conversion.
This won't be easy. This will be a 25-yard extra point for Koza. Snap down, Koza up. There's the kick. It looks like it's wide. No, they're going to give it to him. We thought it was wide to the left-hand side. So Pennridge picks up the extra point, and with 9:14 to play, they're up 7-0 Quakertown. We'll see the ball for the first time. Very impressive opening drive by Pennridge, which obviously Coach Hollenbach saw something on the films that he liked. The hurry-up work, then they went to the huddle. Turner, some very nice running, and as you pointed out in the pregame, Pennridge can run the ball. Quakertown's in for a long day.
That's exactly right, because that opens up the passing game, and I'm sure Floyd Turner wants nothing more than a big game and a win on Thanksgiving Day. His final game here playing at Pennridge, and he's starting things off on the right note. That was a 65-yard drive, as you mentioned. He had about 50 of those yards on the ground during the drive.
So for Pennridge, first blood in this traditional rivalry. Now we'll really get to see something interesting because Ty Brady will kick off. Turner will have to hold this ball, and Pennridge will be kicking into the wind.
Yeah, you might just want to use a squib kick, low line drive kick. Those are the type of kicks that are effective a lot of times because of the bounces and stuff. You never know what's going to happen. As a matter of fact, Central Bucks West, I don't think this year they've kicked deep more than 5 times all season. They use that low line drive or little pooch kick to set up their offense and their defense, actually, because they don't want a big return against them. Let's see if that's what they try to do here for the Pennridge Rams.
Deep for Quakertown, number 18, that's Joe Awashko, and number 36, Todd Schulberger. If the ball gets to them, that would be a bit of a surprise. Pennridge up 7-0. Here's Brady, and it's a grounder, as Greg suggested. It goes to one of the up men, and he's knocked down at about the 40-yard line. That's number 45, Dave Gerstenberg, picking it up. He's a senior playing his final game for Quakertown today. Quakertown starts in pretty good field position. They will mark this just short of the 40 at the 38.
Yeah, you also have to have a lot of confidence in your defense to kick off like that, because most of the time you are going to have a drive starting against you outside the 30-yard line in pretty good field position. Quakertown starts off at the 32, and look for Schulberger to get a lot of carries here early on.
Kuplis, the quarterback. Schulberger, 36, and there he is with the ball. He goes through the left-hand side of the line. The other running back for Quakertown, number 39, Eric Gerhardt, and a gain of about 5 for Schulberger, and he has been very consistent this year.
He's had, like we mentioned, he needs a huge day today to get over 1,000 yards, but 1,000 yards really not the measure of how much of a factor he's been to this team this year. Had a 5-touchdown game in a game against Upper Moreland this year, I believe it was, where he went wild, 4 rushing touchdowns, also returned a kickoff for a touchdown. He's had a phenomenal season as a senior. 2nd
and 5 from the 44 for Quakertown. And in motion, here comes Gerhardt. He stops on the left side, and the handoff inside. That time is to Schulberger, and not much there, as the Pennridge right side this year has been very good. Blackledge and Donahue, two of the more impressive linemen. Blackledge, a junior, Donahue, a senior, a co-captain, playing his final game today.
Yeah, Blackledge did a nice job there. They slanted as a defense there. They used a slant to try and fill the holes. Blackledge got by his block and got penetration into the backfield and was able to hit Schulberger right as he got to the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Roberts and Awashko to the bottom of your screen as on third down they try the flanker screen, and it's going to pick up a first down yardage as Awashko is knocked out of bounds by Aaron Roberts, number 45, but he picks up more than first down yardage. Pennridge had a shot at stopping that short of the first down, but they didn't get it done.
Good throw there by Kuklis. Went back, just threw a little screen pass out to his flanker. The other receiver out here worked as a lead blocker for him. Awashko broke the first tackle and was able to get down the sideline for first down yardage into Pennridge territory.
Quakertown in business with their first down at 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's the play.
You see the Sorrento's replay. He broke the initial tackle that allowed him to get outside and pick up the first down.
Kuklis inside, Schulberger to the left-hand side, and again is Blackledge and
Second down.
Helped out in there, and Pennridge is going to see a lot. Apparently they want to go to Quakertown wants to go to their left-hand side.
Yeah, they run the ball very well, and right now it's been 3-4 yards at a pop for Schulberger every time he runs the football. And if you watch after the handoff, Kuklis always comes up and fakes a throw, just trying to hold that safety for a split second in case Schulberger can get through the line. He maybe holds that safety and allows Schulberger to get into the secondary where he can use the speed.
Chris Cressman, number 52, among those in on the tackle that time, brings up 2nd and 7 for Quakertown from the Pennridge 44. 7-0 Pennridge. We're about halfway through the first quarter. This time it's Gerhardt. Boy, is he stopped. Aaron Roberts with 2 points on the takedown.
Boy, what a great read by Roberts. Stayed at home. Wasn't fooled by the misdirection because they sent Schulberger the other way. Brought the other running back, Gerhardt, around to this side. He just stayed at home, and as you mentioned, 2 points for the takedown. That's a textbook tackle. Wrapped the arms, drove through him, and took him to the ground for a loss of a yard.
That'll bring up 3rd and 8 in the first key play, if you will, for Quakertown on this drive as they've gotten some early momentum, trailing 7-0. Washko brings in the play. You have to think on 3rd and 8 this would be a logical passing down, but with this wind, it's going to be hard to get downfield today.
Well, the other thing is going to be to watch on this play. The wind, as we mentioned, blowing across the field. They're on the near hash mark, so anything they want to throw to the side is going to be taken by the wind.
Robertson and Washko down to the bottom of your screen now. Schulberger to the right as they flood the right-hand side. They go to Schulberger. He sits down in the zone, and he's down inside the 25. Tackle down there by number 20, Brian Benfield.
That's a great play call because they move Schulberger out in motion, line him up as a slot receiver. Kuklis, who's now over 1,000 yards with that completion, just a little 2-step drop, and he fired it, and boy, was that a great throw. Watch the replay. Great throw. Gets it between the defensive backs there. Nice catch by Schulberger. Then he turns it upfield and picks up extra yardage after the catch.
Once again, finding the hole in the zone. Our thanks to the folks at Sorrento's, just south of Delaware Valley College, for the replays today on Thanksgiving Day. Kuklis to Schulberger, the left-hand side. Not much doing there. As coming up from his defensive backfield spot, good play for Pennridge is number 22, Turner, up there along with Rickards, number 42.
Eric Kraus also in there on the stop. They're doing a nice job against the run now. They're starting to control the line of scrimmage. And it looks to me like as this game goes on, Quakertown may have to rely more and more on the passing game. And there's a good look at that wind as a balloon breaks loose from the far sideline.
That's coming right over us, buddy. Here we go, 2nd and 9 from the 24. Kuklis lifts to the flap on the center. As you look at it from right along the 24-yard line. Gerhardt now in the slot. The pitch to Schulberger going to the right. That play nicely defensed by Pennridge. As Schalk was over there, he was among the leaders, and Schalk had a big game last year on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, he did. He had their only touchdown, really played well, but that's a great defensive play there by Schalk. They tried the quick pitch, toss sweep to Schulberger to the near side of the field here. Schalk playing an outside defensive end spot. Read it well, got outside, got penetration into the backfield, and brought down Schulberger for a loss of 2. Just, met him head on and rode him out of bounds. Real nice read there by Ryan Schalk to make the play.
3rd and 12 from the 26 now for Quakertown. Schulberger and Gerhardt to the left in the backfield. And it's the fake handoff inside. They'll try and pass, and they have Schulberger. He breaks one tackle, and he'll go in. He'll go in from 26 yards out as a bad tackle by Pennridge allows Quakertown to get on the board with 4:08 left. Quakertown answers back 7-6 Pennridge.
Yeah, they get into the end zone, and who is it? It's Todd Schulberger. We mentioned they get into the end zone 9 out of 10 times. It's going to be in the hands of Todd Schulberger. And again, they're going to their short passing game. Schulberger gets out into the flat. Again, Kuklis has shown great poise. Nice little touch on that football, makes the catch. Here's the replay. The fake to Gerhardt, sits back. Now, nice little touch on the ball by Kuklis. Schulberger right here, and they don't make the tackle. He goes low, and Schulberger, a great job to fend off the tackle and get into the end zone.
Hendricks on the extra point, and they give that one to him, and I thought that one blew wide as well. Referees obviously working hard on getting these kicks correct. So 7-7, Quakertown with 4:08 left, 26-yard pass from Kuklis to Schulberger, and Hendricks the extra point at 7-7, and well, maybe we are in for a shootout after all today.
Yeah, it's right now looking that way, Chris. We saw the replay that time. Mike Rickards didn't do a real bad job on that tackle attempt. He went in low, hit him low at the knees. Just a great athletic play by Schulberger to keep his balance, put his hand down to brace himself, and then when he got back with his composure and his balance back up, nobody near him, he's able to walk in for the touchdown.
Reminder to watch Sportsline Tuesday nights at 8 right here on SCTV. Big week of football for us. We'll bring you this game today, and then our colleagues will be out in the Harrisburg area, in Hershey to be precise, on Saturday. We'll have Central Bucks West and Central Dauphin for you as the Bucks continue their march through the state playoffs.
Yeah, they go to Chocolate Town this week, hoping to go to Title Town next week, as West looks for their second ever state title.
Hendricks to kick off, deep, Turner and Benfield, but this one's going to be a short kick. It's fielded by one of the up men who just has to fall on the ball. Pennridge will take over just about the 36-yard line. At that time, Benfield just decided the better part of valor was to fall on it on a wildly crazy bouncing ball on a chewed-up field.
Yeah, but he waited a little longer. That became a little bit of a dangerous situation there for Pennridge. Finally, Benfield just jumps on the football, and the offense, again, pretty good field position. 1st
and 10 at the 36. Rhodes flanked out to the bottom of the screen. Weidman right, Turner left. Guaro in the slot, and this will be Weidman, and he bounces through the middle. He'll pick up about 7-8 yards. Very nice play by the Pennridge offensive line. They're getting a real opportunity to blow open some holes, led by number 75. That's Jerry Rogers, the junior guard, and that right side's been very productive early.
And I'll tell you what, when your offense is picking up 5, 6, 7 yards a pop on first down, it gives you so many more options out of the playbook on 2nd and 3rd down situations.
2nd and 3 from the 43. As Kraus comes in motion, the fake to the left and Turner back to the right, and boy, he'll have an open field. He makes a spin move, and he's down to about the 46 for Quakertown. 1st down for Pennridge.
But what a great block downfield. I don't know if we have a replay of that, but Tom Blackledge out in front of Turner, sort of a counter tray actually is what it was. Blackledge pulling from his guard spot came out and just blew away a Quakertown linebacker and allowed Turner to get to the outside and pick up the 1st down yardage into Quakertown territory.
Very imaginative offense by Jeff Hollenbach, who obviously played in the Big Ten at Illinois, had a cup of coffee with the Steelers, so he's seen a lot of offense in his time. A lot of shifts that time. Quakertown's clapping, so we have to assume this is going to be a procedure call against Pennridge.
Yeah, somebody a little anxious on that offensive line, picked their hand up a little bit early. It's going to cost them 5.
Ball start on the offense. Repeat 1st down.
Good job by our man Tommy Brunt to get the ref mic today, so we'll be able to bring you all the sounds of the field down there. So for Pennridge, 1st and 15, they're just on this side of midfield, the Pennridge 49. Moore barks out the signals, and it's the fake. And Moore with a chance to run, but he'll pass to Weidman, and boy, does he have some field. He misses a Washko. Nice play, however, by number 33, Sean Culler, to knock down Weidman, but he'll pick up all but about 3 yards that they needed on 1st and 15.
Well, I'm really impressed by Keith Moore. He's had a great season. He's a senior. This has been his squad all year, and he's known it. But that time again, rolls out against his body, looks downfield. That was his 2nd read, Weidman. He wanted to go deep to Guaro as his 1st read. That was covered, so it goes to the underneath man, Weidman, sneaking out of the backfield, dumps it off to him. They pick up big yardage, actually a gain of 13 on the play, and again, 2nd down and short for this Pennridge offense.
2nd and 3, strong right, Kraus and Weidman up front. This is Turner to the right-hand side. Not much there. He cuts it back into the middle, but he'll be short of the first down.
Yeah, and that play was made by Todd Schulberger, the linebacker. That team came on a run blitz. He found the hole before Turner did, hit him in the backfield. Turner then flipped and came close to first down yardage, but I believe he's about half a yard shy.
Yeah, Turner giving the old first down salute, and the referees do give it to him. Although that surprises me. They must have had a tremendously good spot because Schulberger came through in a hurry.
Yeah, and they gave him the first down without the measurement also, so I'm very surprised, as you are. I thought he was about half a yard shy, but I haven't been very good on these all season long.
Moore under center, strong right again. Kraus and Weidman tucked into the slot. Rhodes flanked out to the top of your screen. Turner behind Moore, and he'll get the ball again. This time, not a lot going there.
Second down.
Adam Walker got through from his outside defensive end position, number 50, to help turn that ball back inside.
It's going to be very interesting to see what happens in the second quarter, because right now, Quakertown is playing 9 and 10 men in the box, trying to take away the running game from Pennridge, knowing they're throwing into the wind. Pennridge sending one guy wide to the outside, which is Rhodes again this time, putting a man on him. Everybody else is up in that 5-yard box to stop the run. Let's see if maybe they go to the air and try and find Rhodes deep.
Turner flanked out here to the left. Rhodes to the top of your screen. Weidman inside. They'll break it to the left, and under hot pursuit is Moore. He'll try and get it to Rhodes, but that was really thrown away.
Real nice job there getting penetration. Adam Walker got penetration into the backfield, chased Moore from behind. Nice job, though, by Keith Moore. Knew he wasn't going to make anything. Threw it down there, out of bounds. Really no chance for Rhodes to make the catch, but he figures, you know what, we'll take the down, give ourselves a third down shot here, and let's see what we can do from there. Instead of taking the sack and making it 3rd and long, it's now only 3rd and 9.
Pennridge cheerleaders on a decidedly chilly and windy Thanksgiving Day. 3rd and 9 for the Green as they come up under center. Keith Moore, 3rd and 9 from the 35. He makes an adjustment as he looks out at Guaro and Rhodes. And this is Moore with a fade. And he has Rhodes if he can catch it, but it falls through his hands.
Boy, that's a great throw by Keith Moore. That's a ball that should have been caught by Jason Rhodes. He is only a freshman, but I'll tell you what, into that wind, you can't throw the football any better than Keith Moore did right there. Now on 4th down, this deep into Quakertown territory, you have to figure they're going to go for it on 4th down. He made the adjustment you mentioned to him. He tapped on his head there and made a little connection with Rhodes on what play to run, but that was one option. The other option, with everybody tight into the box, the slant pattern is wide open for that Pennridge passing game right now.
Now this should be interesting with a win. Pennridge will come out of the shotgun on 4th and 9 from the 35. How's the snap? Moore will fade, but Walker's in there awfully early. Schalk drops the ball, so the ball will go over to Quakertown on downs.
That's a great defensive strategy by the Quakertown coaching staff there. 3rd down and 4th down and long. Come with pressure, try and get in Moore's face, make him dump it off to the hot receiver, then you allow the other guys to come up and make the tackle. Moore wasn't able to get outside where he wanted to be, had to dump it off before he wanted to. Schalk couldn't make the catch. Quakertown's defense gives him the ball back on downs.
Seems to me like Walker's getting free a lot. I wonder if he's the cover man on the tight end and they're electing to blitz.
It's a possibility, and they're making Moore read that quickly and try and find Schalk out in the open field.
Gerhardt in motion now in the slot. Kuklis under center, 1st and 10, and it's Schulberger up the middle. And he's finally knocked down after he picks up about 6 yards there. In on the tackle for Pennridge, number 45. Also number 42, that's Mike Rickards. 42, 45, Aaron Roberts.
Schulberger does a real nice job of hitting the hole. He doesn't tiptoe into it. He just explodes into the hole once he gets the football. Not much of a big hole there, but he found it, darted through it, gets hit, brought down, but not before he picks up 6 or 7 yards on 1st down.
Quakertown having some good success going right, not quite as much going left. Kuklis now with a 2nd and 3 from the Quakertown 32. Here's Schulberger in motion. What might be a passing formation, instead it's an inside pitch. Gerhardt will pick up the 1st down as he rumbles over the left-hand side behind the block of number 78, Chris Graham, a 1st down for Quakertown.
It's a quick-hitting running game. Usually you see the running game slow to develop a lot of times on their plays. They're doing real quick hitters, traps right into the line of scrimmage. And their running back's doing a nice job of hitting the hole hard and getting whatever they can with the offensive line, doing a nice job of parting the hole, giving them somewhere to run the football.
Now Jeff Hollenbach making an adjustment as we come to the end of the 1st quarter. We'll talk about that. You see the scoreboard. At Poppy Yoder, it's 7 Pennridge, 7 Quakertown. 1 quarter in the books. This tradition on Thanksgiving Day. 2nd quarter action just ahead when we come back here on SCTV.
Looking for the perfect pre-owned car? Come to John Altamari Auto. With over 125 quality pre-owned cars in stock, you're sure to find the car you want at the price you want. Choose from luxury cars, vans, sports cars, imports, and four-wheel drives. Every car is warranted for 1 year with current inspection, plus Altamari has a service center on the premises. Bad credit or no credit, Altamari gives you instant approval with as little as $500 down. So, visit our friendly sales staff to help you get the car you want. John Altamari Auto, located on East Lincoln Highway, 100 yards from Reedman's.
And we're back, Quakertown, Pennridge, a Thanksgiving Day Classic, the 68th meeting, 7-7 after one quarter. Both teams very offensive early. And for Quakertown, 1st and 10 at their own 46. Joe Kuklis, the quarterback, bad snap, and he'll be pummeled as Blackledge, the first guy to get there along with Jerry Rogers.
Yeah, that takes away a little momentum. Kuklis pulled away from his center a little bit early. Didn't have a great handle on the football. Fortunately for him, he was able to hang on to it, just take the loss. Actually, no gain on the play. And we'll start over at 2nd down and 10. They may just go back to the same play they were going to run there.
Now, the adjustment we were about to talk about when the quarter ended, it seems now as though Pennridge has decided to go to a 4-4 instead of playing a 4-3, which they have played a good deal of the first quarter, putting more guys up tight on the line, trying to take those quick hitters away.
Trying to take away the running game, and the passing game has been a short passing game, so if you need to, have one of the linebackers come out on Schulberger anyhow in that 10-yard area.
There's Gerhardt. He rumbles through the center, finally tackled as he makes yards into the secondary that time. Good play by Quakertown as they exploit the right-hand side of the line.
Nice run by Gerhardt. Their offensive line doing a real nice job now of opening up some running room for these running backs, and they're, as I mentioned earlier, really exploding into the hole, picking up the yardage. Now a 3rd down and 5 situation. Does Kuklis go to the air? Look and see where Schulberger lines up. That'll be an indication of what kind of play they're going to run right here.
Mitch Keating, number 50, in on the tackle for Pennridge that time as the referees now step up over the ball. We have a timeout for Quakertown. Perhaps Ray Fox wanting to take a couple more seconds to think about this play. And we'll step aside as Quakertown takes this timeout. 7-7. We're early in the second quarter from Poppy Yoder on Thanksgiving Day.
This is the best way not to get your license on the first try.
And this is the best way to get video games. Doggish! Sega Channel, over 70 hot games a month for your Genesis machine. No lines, no limits, no late fees, just unlimited play on your TV. Sega Channel, less than $15 a month. Call your cable company now. Sega Channel, the only way to get it is to get it.
What win? The Quakertown faithful very happy today. We're on their side of the field, and it's blowing straight at us right now. Chris Fickus, Greg Betts, 3rd and 5 for Quakertown, just shy of the midfield stripe. Schulberger through the middle, but Greg, he's not going to have enough. Nice play that time by the Pennridge defense to stop him short.
Boy, nice read by Eric Kraus. He came up, they tried a little misdirection that time where Schulberger had a hole, but Kraus came up from his secondary, made the stop, wrapped him up, and now decision time for Ray Fox. Ball's only at the Pennridge 45-yard line. 4th down and a long one, and he's going to go for it.
Gutsy call by Ray Fox, but then again, hey, this is what this rivalry is all about. Now flanking to the bottom of your screen, Doug Roberts. He's yet to be used today. Now they drop back into punt formation. Turner recognizes this late and sprints back. The quick kick. And boy, does this thing get a lot of air. Turner's going to hope that it goes into the end zone, but it won't. He fumbles it, and now the ball's free. I think Pennridge has it, but Pennridge will start at about their own 2-yard line as Turner mishandled that ball. And number 84, Matt Guaro, falling on it at the 2.
Boy, big play there by Guaro to get on top of it. Turner actually did the right thing. He tried to let it go, but it bounced up, hit him in the jersey. Then when he tried to get back on top of it, couldn't recover the football. It sat loose at the 2 precariously there until Guaro, fortunately for all the Pennridge faithful here, was able to jump on top of it. That could have been a huge play.
Now an opportunity for Pennridge to prove it can literally go the length of the field. They'll spot this one on the 3. But boy, I don't know if Jeff Hollenbach has a 97-yard pass play in his repertoire. Rhodes flanked out to the bottom. I think Pennridge is just going to have to gut this one out and get some yardage. First and 10 from the 3. Handoff comes inside. And it's Weidman. He'll pick up to about the 8, so 5 yards there on first down. Not bad.
Not a bad play call there. You don't want to try and throw it down here in the end zone because a holding call in the end zone results in a safety. Any kind of grounding call in the end zone results in a safety. You don't want a turnover down here, so they go to the quick hitter, to the fullback, who found the hole, gets them out a little bit more room to work with. And we talked about it during the break, Chris. Rhodes is one-on-one on the outside. A slant pattern seems to be wide open this afternoon if they want to go there.
2nd and 5, they'll call it the 7. And this is Turner. Turner doesn't get a whole lot as he tries to reverse back. Now the ball comes out of his hands. Let's see what the referees call here.
They're going to say he was down, and they're going to say his progress stopped at the 1-yard line. He was very fortunate he got out of the end zone there. Good penetration into the backfield by Quakertown. Stopped him almost for a safety, and now 3rd down, and it looks like it's going to be about 12 off the 1-yard line.
Now I got to point this out at the top of your screen. That white blob, that's actually a horse up there, and we have no idea why the horse is here today. Lee Wolf, thanks for getting us that picture. We'll try and figure out why the horse is here. The Pennridge is going to have to get on their horse on 3rd and 11 from the 1. They'll be fortunate not to give up some points here.
You see how close it is to the goal line.
Right.
Great camera shot there.
This Moore, he's scrambling for his life. He'll get out beyond the goal line, but not much more. He's Moore out to about, what, the 3?
Not even. He just got out of the end zone. That was inches away from being a safety. Moore in that situation on the roll assault, he had nothing open. You got to throw that football out of bounds and try and save yourself. He had the athletic ability to get out of the end zone. But now Pennridge, with not the yardage to work with on the punt game, will be punting out of the back of their own end zone, and Quakertown should get great field position here.
Let me ask you a question. Would you take the safety here just to try and get yourself some room? You don't want to give up the points.
Now, I rely on your defense here. You have the wind at your back. Let Koza try and bang one out here and change field position a little bit for you.
Koza will kick. The referees call timeout. Deep for Quakertown, number 19 is Sean Ben. He'll be to the near side of the field. The referees, I think, want to get the pylon out of the way of Koza in the back of the end zone. 19 is Ben, 18 is Joel Washko. They are both seniors. They'll be back.
And if you're Quakertown, I'd bring 10 in this situation. They're going to bring 9. Try and get the block.
Here's the punt by Koza. Boy, he gets some nice leg out of that, but it's going to be short. Washko will take it at his 35. He'll be down inside the Pennridge 20, down at about the 23-yard line. So for that time, I think Koza did all he could, but it was a line drive, very returnable. Yeah, line drive, which gave him a lot of room to return the football. Nice job of taking it and going upfield with the return. And Quakertown now in great field position. They have turned the field position tide in their favor now. Best field position of the game actually to start for either squad. And why not? You're starting with the ball off, and I believe it is the 21-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 20 on Kuklis. And again, it's Gerhardt and Schulberger. Here's Schulberger through the left side. He doesn't get a whole lot as Aaron Krause, who's played very well from his defensive back position, tackles him after a gain of 2. Yeah, nice job there by Krause. He came up, made the stick at the line of scrimmage, met him head on and brought him down after only a gain of about a yard. I don't know if we sound cold, but this is as cold a Thanksgiving Day game as we've had at Pennridge in the last couple of years. Unlike Quakertown, where we're in the press box that you can't see out of, at Pennridge we're just frankly outside. And we'll give you a shot of us a little bit later. You'll see us, we're nestled down amongst the fans today, because it's chilly. It's in the 30s, and we have a wind chill down in the teens right now. Yeah, that wind is brutal right now. Kuklis, 2nd and 9. He'll roll out to the right. He's looking for a receiver, but this time it's Ryan Schock saying, hello there, happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, real nice play by Schock. Got into the backfield, wraps him up, brings him down. Kuklis stayed locked on his receiver, and a great job in the secondary there by Turner to lock up the receiver. I believe it was a Washko he was looking for. Turner stayed on him, didn't let him get open, and that allowed Schock to get penetration in, bring him down for the sack, and now a big 3rd down play upcoming here for Quakertown, and a possibility for Pennridge
to maybe change field position back if they can stop, because you actually have to think they'll go for it on 4th down if it got to that situation being so close.
This will be 3rd and 15. Shock with the first sack of the day, a loss of 6 for Kuklis as he attempted to pass. Now on 3rd and 15, Roberts is in tight on the left-hand side. Awashko out on the right. He's under pressure. Inside screen to Awashko, and he has some room to move. He's down inside the 15, down to about the 12. Tackled that time by number 40, Jason Rhodes. You think they're just short, right?
I think they're about a yard shy of the first down. That's a great play. Penetration, and Kuklis kept his composure very well. Great penetration off the snap. Got into the backfield, but the Pennridge defender lost his footing, couldn't get in there to make a play. Nice job of keeping his composure by Kuklis. Found Awashko on the flanker screen. He had blockers in front of him. Gets it down very close, and now Quakertown going to call a timeout to talk things over here on 4th and 1.
Yeah, Ray Fox is going to bring all the kids over here, and we'll see what they want to do. They had brought Noggle into the game for Scholberger, then Scholberger came back in. So I think there's a little confusion as to just what they wanted to call there. For Pennridge, a key 4th and 2, because a stop here would be huge at this point in the game.
Well, it'd be huge, and also it would keep them with pretty good field position compared to where they were last time. They would get the ball outside the 10-yard line where they could run their offense a little more effectively. But you have to think in this situation, the ball is going to be put into the hands of Todd Scholberger to make a play. It's been his team all year. He's come up big when he's had to for this Quakertown Panthers squad. And chances are right now you're going to see the ball into the hands of Todd Scholberger somehow, whether it be running the football or trying to catch a pass out of the backfield.
Scholberger, number 36. A real nice moment before we joined you today. The national anthem this year for the first time in my memory with these two bitter rivals. Quakertown and Pennridge marching bands coming together on the field to play the national anthem. So it just goes to show on Thanksgiving Day, occasionally the rivalries will be set aside for something like that. We congratulate both of the schools' music programs for coming together to do that. 4th and 2 for Quakertown from the Pennridge 12. Scholberger, number 36. Greg likes, and I agree with him. He'd be the logical man to get the ball here. This time they flank two fellows out to the bottom of the screen. Noggle 25 and 83 Roberts. Gerhardt goes and moves into the slot. Schock fades out left, but there it is. There's Scholberger. I don't know. What do you think?
It's going to be close. It depends on the spot, but I have to think he got it. He's down very close to the 10-yard line. He had to get to the 11. I think he got it depending on the spot, but they're probably going to measure for it.
All right, they're going to bring the sticks in, and once again, it's a case, as our colleague Bob Friedman would say, of left foot, right foot.
Exactly right.
To see what they get here.
You got a cameraman right down there, maybe get a better look at where it's at. Perfect, guys. Nice job back in the truck. Boy, I'll tell you what. I don't know if he got it now looking at that, because he's going to be very close.
Yeah, I think they needed to get to the 10. Let's see, they'll stretch it here.
Oh.
What are they going to do there? Oh, they give it to him.
Nose of the football, he had it. The nose of the football is touching the marker. It's a first down. You mentioned left foot, right foot. You can't get any closer than that.
Now the opportunity, we should mention, on 1st and 10 from the 11, Quakertown to get a first down inside the 1. So they don't necessarily have to score in the next 4 plays. Pennridge, though, here really has to dig in. A 7-7 ball game. We're past the halfway point of the second quarter. We're delighted you've taken some time out of your Thanksgiving to join us for this traditional rivalry. Kuklis under center, Gerhardt and Scholberger. It's Gerhardt inside, and he's tripped up. Nice play by Aaron Roberts, a gain of about 2.
Boy, an arm tackle by Aaron Roberts, or Gerhardt might be celebrating in the end zone right now. Huge hole off the right side. Roberts came up, filled the hole, lost his footing a little bit, and just threw his arm out there, was able to trip up Gerhardt after he got inside the 10 to the 9 for only a 2-yard gain, or else that one might have gone the distance if he doesn't get his arm on him.
Noggle brings in the play as he replaces Awashko on 2nd and 8 for Quakertown from the 9-yard line. We're at Poppy Yoder Field in Percy.
Possible pass situation here.
You called that one. They're looking short. Scholberger was open, but the pass drifted. The first really wind-aided pass of the day drifted down to the bottom of your screen, and that's the way the wind's blowing.
And Kuklis also had to throw that ball a little bit before he wanted to. Again, I think it was Blackledge who got good pressure up inside, made him throw the ball maybe a split second before he wanted to. Didn't get a lot of zip on it. The ball floats with the wind, falls incomplete. Now Pennridge again has a chance to come up with a stop here on defense.
Here's the kicker, Hendricks, practicing for what might be a field goal attempt on 4th down, but it's 3rd and 8 from the 9. And quite frankly, any kicking today is going to be adventuresome. Washko flank to the bottom of your screen. Roberts in the quick slot. It's Gerhardt and Schulberger, and this time Kuklis looking short, and he hits his man. That's Roberts. That's a touchdown.
Boy, nice job by Kuklis. Kept his composure. Good little post pattern by the tight end. He was open. Kuklis got him the football. Boy, he throws a very nice football, I'll tell you that much. Throws the football very well, and that time he finds somebody open in the end zone for a touchdown and a Quakertown lead.
With 4.5 minutes left, 4:31 to go. Kuklis 9 yards to Doug Roberts, the tight end. Nice play there, as Greg mentioned, he kept his composure. Now Hendricks for the extra point. This has been an adventure, and quite frankly, the refs have had an adventure. That one to us looks wide, but they're going to give it to him. I got to be honest, I don't think any of these extra points have been made today.
Our angle must be horrible from up here. That one almost blocked. I don't know how he got that kick away.
No, I think it went through the arms of the Pennridge rush man. But for Quakertown, after giving up the early score and Pennridge putting some points on the board in the first 2.5 minutes, it's been all Quakertown since then. The surprise kick by Ray Fox, a great call, catching Pennridge and Floyd Turner off balance. Pennridge not able to bring the ball out from their 2. Then the short punt by Koza, and Quakertown able to punch it in on the 9-yard touchdown play. 14-7 Quakertown. As they're going to kick off, Pennridge will get the ball back with about 4.25 minutes left.
That last touchdown play, nice job of play faking the football to Schulberger. Held the linebacker just a tad bit, which allowed Roberts to release off the line of scrimmage, get in front of him, where he's able to get open in the end zone for the pass. And Kuklis, who hesitated a little bit, still stood in there with a little bit of pressure and delivered a very nice ball for the touchdown.
And again, the short field helps there, as they started from the 21. They took the penalty, but still not very far to go, and it only took them 7 plays to kick that one in. Hendricks will kick off. Turner and Rhodes deep. We doubt the ball will get that far. Hendricks actually gets some good foot on this one, and it will get to Rhodes. He'll pick it up at about his 15. Now the play sort of out of sync, and Rhodes has a seam. He'll get out to about the 28-yard line, tackled by number 50, Adam Walker. And that's where Pennridge will take over and from the 28-yard line.
Yeah, Rhodes, I'll tell you what, we talked about special teams and how Pennridge has been so good on special teams this season so far, but a special teams error cost them field position earlier in this quarter, which really set up the next Quakertown touchdown, and there almost another disastrous play on specialty teams.
This time it's Kraus in the slot, Chalk tight, Weidman and Turner, and here comes Kraus in motion. Pennridge fakes, and Weidman a nice play to keep his balance. He'll be close to first down yardage. He'll pick up about 8 that time through. Weidman very rugged running this time.
Yeah, nice job there. Found the hole, kept his balance, almost like Schulberger on his touchdown catch before. Put his hand down to keep his balance and was able to fight forward for some extra yardage.
2nd and 3 from the 35. They'll give him 7 on that play. Weidman, nice run. More under center this time. It's Weidman again, and he rumbles up the middle. Boy, oh boy, nice hole there. Washko finally drags him down at the 46, a gain of 11 and a first down for Pennridge.
Boy, I'll tell you what, again, gaping hole up the middle. Weidman had a lot of room to run the football. It looks like Quakertown, focusing a lot on trying to stop Floyd Turner in the running game, has forgot about Tyler Weideman, and he's burned him for 2 big plays here on this drive already.
Referees call time here. It's going to be the 3rd timeout for Quakertown. I'm surprised by this.
I think they're having trouble with substitutions there. We saw Josh Heft trying to get off the field. He wasn't going to get off in time. They would have had too many men on the field penalty against them, giving Pennridge a free play, so they used their final timeout here with 3:41 left to play in the first half.
Bob Mushrush's defense has been battered this year. This is not one of his bigger defenses over the past couple of years, and these kids have given up a lot of points. They gave up 30 plus 4 different times. They got 47 or 48 Cheltenham got on them. So it's been a down year for the defense, but in fairness to this defense, they've also a lot of times this year had to defend a short field. Quakertown has had the opportunity this year to do some things, and they've turned over the ball a great deal. As you look at our announce position, Mr. Betts here somehow going without a hat today on the coldest day thus far this fall.
That's the headphones. Keeps the ears warm. Fine that way. We'll get through it somehow.
Pennridge comes up this time. They'll have Turner slotted left, Kraus slotted right, an obvious pass situation it looks like. Now here comes Kraus in motion, and it's Weidman again, and he pulls through the center into Quakertown territory down to the 47, and he'll again be close to first down yardage. He'll pick up about 7.
Boy, I'll tell you what, he's doing a nice job running up inside the tackles, getting big holes from his offensive line. I'm thinking they're going to go to the air, but you might as well ride Weidman while he's running wild.
Yeah, Blackledge and company up front really doing a tremendous job. Mitch Keating, the center, making the line calls. Weidman again, this time not quite as much, but he should be close to the first down.
It's going to be about a yard shy, and again, what they're doing now is establishing that running game inside, doing it once again, every play, Weidman up inside. They're going to try and draw people in to get that one-on-one coverage outside with Rhodes and open up the passing attack.
And it's getting tougher from Goldrick and the fellows up front for Quakertown. Heft and that crew to try and stop this running game. Now Pennridge brings everybody in tight. Full house backfield. Turner, the deep back. Moore on 2nd and 1, and Turner goes left, and he doesn't even get close. Nice play by guess who? Todd Schulberger.
He lost yardage on the play, actually, and it's now going to bring up a fourth down, actually, and about 3 situation. You've had so much success running the football with Weidman, you got to wonder why they go to Turner on the slow developing play there.
Yeah, a little bit of cutesy-poo football by Pennridge that time, and it didn't succeed. They've had a lot of success, as mentioned. Now the play comes in late from the sideline as Guaro comes in for Roberts. Some confusion by Pennridge with 2 minutes left. Let's see what they can do with this ball, as it seems they were a little bit confused. Moore with a handoff. Here's Weidman. He'll pick it up rather easily, as that time they didn't have the answer on the Quakertown side. Walker, who's had a very good first half, joined by Schulberger, but not until after Weidman picks up the first down on the tackle.
That's a nice play call that time. Again, it's sort of a quick hitting play. They go to Weidman, who has got the power running ability, and that time he went off tackle instead of inside tackle, was able to get outside and pick up the yardage for the first.
1st and 10 from the 41 for Pennridge. This time they fake it to Turner. Moore rolls left. He has a receiver over the middle, but the ball is short. He was looking for Kraus. Kraus had beaten Owashko at about the 25, but the win that time bringing the ball back toward the Quakertown side. Moore really didn't get squared up.
He didn't get a chance to square himself up because Schulberger's in there with all sorts of pressure on him. He puts a big hit on Moore just as he's ready to deliver the football, and the ball then underthrown. He can't get to Kraus, but I'll tell you what, Ryan Shack wide open on the far side of the field on a post pattern, wide open. Didn't have time to get him the football, though.
I think you file that play under things we'll see in the second half. This time from the shotgun on 2nd and 10. It's Keith Moore, and he's looking for Guaro over the middle, and it's there, but Guaro, a juggling catch. He hangs on to the ball. I didn't think he was going to be able to do that. And that time it's Doug Roberts on the tackle, and that'll move the sticks.
Great catch by Guaro, and great concentration that time. Moore had plenty of time to throw the football. Guaro, a nice little crossing route, got his hand on it, knocked it in the air, kept his composure, makes the catch, and gets a first down. Here's the replay. Watch the great catch by Guaro. Taps it in the air, keeps his concentration, makes the catch, and is able to fall forward for yardage.
We come back live. Moore and a quarterback keeper out around end. Moore does not run a lot. This is not a quarterback option type offense. He'll pick up maybe 1. I think he was trying to go pass on the short side, and nothing was open.
And one thing I've seen so far with this passing game, every time they roll out Moore to try and throw the football, he's rolling against his body. It's a tougher way to throw the football. Yet we have not seen once today him roll with his body and a chance to throw on the run, where he has been effective this year.
They have a lot more confidence in the left side of the line on the passing plays, obviously. 2nd and 9 as Moore picks up 1 there at the Quakertown 26. Again in the shotgun this time. Here's the snap. Moore fades to the left. He has nobody open. He'll try and pick up some yardage, but again, it seems like he's fading left, and all his receivers that time were right.
Well, actually what they wanted that time, you mentioned, the receivers were to the right-hand side. You had Guaro and Shack both out to the right-hand side. He wanted to run the shovel pass, which we saw in the Souderton game,
right,
to Weidman. Weidman covered well. Great read by the Quakertown defense. They stayed right with Weidman, and Moore just had to eat it, run out of bounds, and take the no gain on the run.
3rd and 9 now from the 25 for Pennridge, again from the shotgun, and everybody on the right-hand side. Turner and Kraus flanking Schock, and Moore obviously looking to the right. He has all sorts of time. He has a receiver short. That time, Aaron Kraus couldn't come up with the handle.
Yeah, Kraus was open, but Moore threw it low. That's a tough catch, especially in weather conditions like we have today. Kraus upset at himself he didn't hang on to the football, but that's a very tough catch.
Why does Pennridge throw 3 passes in a row when earlier in this drive Weidman's been pounding it for 5-6 yards? I don't get this.
I don't understand it myself. Weidman had a lot of success. Now you're on 4th down and 9 off the 25. Too long for a field goal. You've got to try and make a play here because we only have 1:15 left in the half, and they trail by 7.
Chalk in the slot. Turner on the right. Guaro going deep. This is for Turner, and it's going to be way too long as the ball got up in the wind and was driven out of bounds. So Pennridge with a nice drive, but they come away with nothing. Quakertown will have 1:10 left to do something here in the second quarter.
Yeah, Moore's disappointed with himself. That ball got away from him. He had Turner open. They flooded the right side with a short, a middle, and a deep pattern, and Turner broke open on the middle pattern, actually had some breakage between him and the D-back. Moore delivered the ball, it got away from him up into that jet stream and just sailed way out of bounds, nowhere close to his intended receiver.
Well, we're sitting on the Quakertown side as we've talked to you. 3 hats just blew back over our heads, back out of the stadium. So the guys in the truck, if you can go retrieve the hats, Quakertown people I'm sure would appreciate it. 1st and 10 on the 26 for Quakertown. Pennridge showing a bit of a stunt, and this time Gerhardt comes through the middle, or Schulberger comes through the middle. He'll pick up about 6.
Yeah, nice big hole. Trying to look to see Schulberger break one here, maybe get something more on the scoreboard. Who would have thought Quakertown would go into halftime leading this football game? But when you get to those local traditional rivalries, anything can happen, as we talked about early on.
Quakertown coming in 3-8, Pennridge 6-5, and Pennridge desperately wants a win today. They would love to end this season with a winning record. 2nd and 3 from the 34. Quakertown most likely content to stay on the ground through the remainder of the half. This one will go for a short gain as Schulberger, I have to think, is closing in on a dozen carries for the first half.
Yeah, you know, he is the workhorse of this offense. Gerhardt's done a nice job taking some of the pressure off of him so far today. And, you know, the passing game has been very effective. Kuklis has been very efficient throwing the football in the first half.
When we come back, now we have some paper plates on the field. I mean, this has really turned into the wind bowl today. And that'll do it. Quakertown will be content to let the clock wind down. We'll come back with our halftime report at the end of one half of play from Poppy Yoder Field in Percy. You see the score on your screen. Quakertown 14, Pennridge 7. Our halftime activities pick up in just a moment here on SCTV.
Do you have exercise-related foot and ankle injuries? Foot injuries affect the knee and various parts of the body, so why not let the doctors of Buckingham Foot and Ankle Center help you? Dr. Michael Greenberg and Dr. Maurice Levy have over 40 years combined experience participating and treating athletes like you. Buckingham Foot and Ankle provides foot care for people of all ages, from pediatrics to geriatrics, including diabetic, sports medicine, general podiatry, laser surgery, and wound care. Don't suffer another day. Come visit our conveniently located facility. Call 489-5100.
Would you like a better paying job? Professional Career Development Institute can train you at home in just a few months for one of America's 15 top career opportunities. Whether your dream is to be your own boss or to work for an employer, call for free literature on any one of America's top career choices. Train at home for the job you've always wanted and earn this nationally recognized diploma. Take a look at PCDI's exciting career opportunities.
Medical transcription, paralegal, veterinary assistant, computer training, fitness and nutrition, interior decorating, electrician, child daycare, conservation outdoors, travel agent, locksmithing, medical dental office assistant, home inspection, bookkeeping, accounting, or get your high school diploma.
Call for free literature on the career of your choice.
In the U.S. and Canada, call 1-800-494-9732. Get free literature on one of these 15 careers. That's 1-800-494-9732. Earn more money. Call 1-800-494-9732. Call now.
And we're back at halftime as the Pennridge Ram Marching Band takes the field for our halftime festivities, including the traditional crowning of the homecoming queen. We look forward to seeing that. Chris Vickus with Greg Betts, a very entertaining first half. Key play, I think we agree, of the first half. The 4th and 2, Ray Fox suddenly takes him out of an offensive formation, drops the punter back. Turner fumbles the ball. Pennridge gets the ball at the 2, and it sets up Quakertown's go-ahead score.
Yeah, Turner made the right play, actually. Just unfortunately, it bounced up and hit him. Then it was loose at the 2. Pennridge fortunate to get on it right there, but they couldn't move the football. Almost had a couple of safeties on their offensive drive. Were forced to punt. Great field position at the 21-yard line for Quakertown. They're able to take advantage. Kuklis to Roberts, a 9-yard touchdown pass. Right now, the go-ahead score. And I'll tell you what, I'm very impressed with the way Quakertown has played football today. You see them coming in with their 3-8 record. This is my first opportunity to see them live. I've read about them an awful lot this year, but they've done a nice job of running the football with Gerhardt and Schulberger. Kuklis has shown a lot of poise in their passing game. Has really been the difference because they've been very effective throwing the football when they had to.
We're going to ask our director, Lee Wolf, as we go through the halftime scoring report, get you a shot of some of these kids from Pennridge with the flag squad. You'll get an idea of just how windy it is today as we run you through the first half scores. Greg, you want to do the honors?
Well, Pennridge took the opening kickoff. The kickoff went out of bounds. They put together a very, very nice drive. Floyd Turner, 50 of the 65 yards on the ground. You throw a pass pattern in there to Kraus for 15, and Pennridge uses 6 plays to go 65 yards. Drive capped off by a Floyd Turner 17-yard touchdown run. 9:14 left to play in the first quarter. Lee Koza adds the extra point, and Pennridge looks like they're going to have a pretty good football game, ahead 7-0 on their initial drive. But Quakertown answered right back. 5 minutes and 6 seconds on their drive. They go 62 yards. The final 26 of it on a pass from Kuklis to Todd Schulberger. Schulberger made the catch out in the flat, broke a tackle, was able to walk in untouched, then for the touchdown, 26 yards. Steve Hendricks added the extra point. So with 4:08 left in the first quarter, things were even up at 7 apiece. And then we mentioned the punting game and turnover almost by Pennridge. Gave the punt then back to Quakertown, gave them good field position at the Pennridge 21-yard line. They used 7 plays to go in. The final 9 on a pass from Kuklis to his tight end and senior captain Doug Roberts. Roberts makes the catch for a touchdown. Hendricks adds the extra point. So with 4 minutes and 31 seconds left in the second quarter, it was 14-7 in favor of Quakertown, and that's where we stand right now at halftime, 14-7, Panthers lead.
Pennridge Ram Marching Band doing their Tropicana show this year, a lot of Latin rhythm to this, and as you can tell, as you see the young ladies with swing flags, these aren't the big ones. Rather windy day here today. Now, second half keys very briefly. What do you expect?
I think Pennridge has to get their offense going a little bit more and rely a lot on that running game. They went away from the running game after their first drive, which was their main weapon on that 65-yard touchdown drive. Turner ran the ball well. Their next drive, Weidman ran the ball well until they got down inside the 30. Then they abandoned the running game, went to the pass, and saw the drive stall out. They're able to run the football. Their offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage pretty well. Look for Jeff Hollenbach to get his squad back out there and go to the running game to control things. And on the Quakertown side, it's going to be Schulberger and Gerhardt doing what they can. And when it comes down to making a play, Joe Kuklis has been called upon a couple of times today. He's come through for them. I think they'll just do the same exact thing they were doing. Ride Schulberger and Gerhardt and have Kuklis make a play or two when he's called upon and try and come away with a victory here in this rivalry game.
Pennridge percussion section on display. That's it for the first half. We thank you for joining us on this Thanksgiving Day. We're delighted that you're here with us. We will have the start of the second half in just a moment as we step aside. Chris Fickus, Greg Betts, SCTV at Poppy Yoder Field in Percy. Thanksgiving Day, and it's Pennridge trailing Quakertown at halftime. There's the score, 14-7.
Now, eliminate the drudgery of no-win workouts
and cut your workout time in half.
with a revolutionary fitness flyer from Guthrie Ranker. Other machines can create painful impact on your knees and joints.
But the Fitness Flyer has been biomechanically engineered to work with your body's natural movement.
For a smooth workout that's virtually zero impact. And when you're done,
The Fitness Flyer quickly folds down and rolls away.
for easy storage in a closet or under a bed. Try the Fitness Flyer risk-free for a full 30 30 days.
For just 4 easy payments of only $49.95. And these special bonuses are yours just for ordering.
Don't walk.
Don't run.
Don't ride.
Just fly with a revolutionary fitness flyer.
Call now.
Credit card customers call toll-free. Your fitness flyer is backed by a lifetime manufacturer's warranty. And with our 30-day money-back guarantee, you can try the fitness flyer in your own home risk-free. Call the toll-free number now.
Welcome back to second half action, Pennridge, Quakertown. We're at Poppy Yoder Field in Percy, right on the border with Sellersville. And for Quakertown and Pennridge, the 68th annual meeting at halftime. A very nice homecoming tribute to the young ladies of Pennridge, a homecoming queen selected. We finally figured out why the horse was here.
Is that your choice this half? They want the ball. Which goal would you like to defend? That one? Okay, swing it around, please.
Quakertown will take the ball.
Okay, shake hands, men, and bring them out.
And they get the win that they're back in the fourth quarter. So everything going right for Quakertown in that situation. You got to wonder why Pennridge decides to take the win in the third quarter. We talked during our halftime break. If you're Quakertown's coach Ray Fox, what do you do here? You have the option. Do you take the football or do you take the win in the fourth quarter? He got them both.
Yeah, I don't understand this, but then again, there have been some things today that we've had a little bit of difficulty understanding. One thing we have not had problems understanding, if you're just joining us over your Thanksgiving meal, it's windy today here, and the wind has only picked up. Temperature remains in the high 30s. Wind chill is now warmed all the way up into the mid-teens. So we're looking forward to that. And the one young lady who was crowned homecoming queen, I have to be honest with you, a very elegant young lady, but wearing a backless dress today, and that takes a lot of courage. Oh. I mean, we're out here in our Snuggies and we're freezing. I can't imagine that. Quakertown will get the ball as we start the second half. 14-7 our halftime score. Pennridge drew first blood. Turner on a 17-yard run, but after that, Greg, it was all Quakertown on two scoring drives, very nice ones. One late in the first quarter, one about halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah, a couple of Joe Kuklis touchdown passes, 26 yards to Todd Schulberger, 9 yards to Doug Roberts. Quakertown has the lead, and they get the ball now to start off this third quarter on top by 7. And it'll be very interesting to see if they can go down and put more points on the board. If they get another score here, Pennridge really has their backs against the wall and have to get that offense moving.
Pennridge will kick off Ty Brady, who is their junior place kicker. They have 4 place kickers on this club, and all of them are pretty good. Turner will hold the ball back deep. Washko and Schulberger, whether the ball gets that far, we have our doubts. This has been if you're with us during the first half, this has been about a 15 to 20 yard kicking game today because of this wind, which is blowing from the top to the bottom of the field, or from north to south. Here's Brady, and we're underway in the second half. Boy, does he put a leg into it. Schulberger back on his horse at the 5, took him out to the 10, the 15, the 20, and he's finally knocked down at about the 26, 27 yard line. In on the tackle there, that time number 75, that's Jerry Rogers, who's played well on defense for Pennridge. So Quakertown will get underway as we begin the second half, 1st and 10 from about their own 27-yard line. Kuklis, the quarterback all the way today. Schulberger and Gerhardt have been the running backs. Awashko and Noggle have alternated at flanker. It's Awashko this time, and Roberts way out to the far sideline. And this will be Schulberger over the middle for about 2 yards. He's knifing through to tackle him, number 65, Tom Blackledge.
Yeah, good penetration by Blackledge. Schulberger's second effort, able to pick up a little bit of yardage on the play. Actually got it out to the 30 for a gain of 3. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 7. Pennridge, they have to have their defense stop them here. They want a 3 and out, so they get the ball back in pretty good field position because Quakertown will have to punt into that wind.
Blackledge and Donahue have seen the majority of the running plays. They're the right side of the line, as they've been running away from Chalk and from Cressman today. Flanker screen out here, and this play worked in the first half, and boy will it work in the second half as Awashko goes down past midfield down to almost the 40-yard line. A completion of about 30 yards for Quakertown.
We saw that play work on their opening drive where they went down and scored. And again, Kuklis just takes a snap, fires out to Awashko. Roberts is out there as a blocker, and he takes on Turner. But Rickards is also out there. Rickards took an inside coverage play on that, and he got knocked out by the block also, and allowed a Washko to go right down the sideline for huge yardage.
Quakertown in business now at the Pennridge 41, 1st and 10. And as Greg suggested, Quakertown gets on the board here and goes up 21-7. Pennridge is going to have an afternoon full of work to complete in the remaining quarter and a half. Kukless inside, this is Schulberger, and nothing there. Gain of about 2 on 1st down for the Quakertown running back.
It opened up very quickly, but it closed up just as quickly as Ryan Schock came over, put a big stick on Schulberger after a gain of maybe a yard on the play. But this Pennridge defense now is going to be called upon to keep them in this football game. They need to stop here. Quakertown quite possibly, again, in 4-down territory with the ball inside the 40-yard line.
Pressman and Schock, as we suggested, have not seen a lot of activity. They have run left a lot today, and after that last play, you can understand why. They gave him 1, 2nd and 9 from the 40 here. Schulberger this time to the left side. Turner hanging on for dear life, helped by Roberts. Schulberger picks up about 5.
Breaks the initial hit by Kraus, who didn't wrap his arms, tried to bring him down with the shoulder. You don't do that with Todd Schulberger. You got to wrap the arms if you want to bring him down. Turner wrapped the arms, but he was carried for an additional 3 on the play, and now a 3rd down and short situation for Quakertown.
3rd and 4 from the 35 in what would definitely be 4-down territory, because you're not going to kick on a day like today from way out here. So Quakertown will have 2 pops to pick up the 4 yards.
Or do they punt them deep like they did last time, which really changed the momentum of this football game?
Roberts in tight. It's a Washko flanked wide to the right, the misdirection, and up the middle, and boy, what a hole. This time I think that's Schulberger going through. I thought it was Gerhardt, but it's Schulberger. He easily picks up the 1st down.
Again, a quick hitter to the fullback, Schulberger. He finds the hole and then just keeps fighting forward for extra yardage, and they're coming out, and their offensive line's really taking it right to him. Here you see the replay, our Sorrento's Pizza replay. You see him hit the hole, half 1st down yardage, and look at him just fight for that extra yards as he carries 2, and then a 3rd Pennridge defender down for an extra 5 yards. Great run by Todd Schulberger.
Our friends at Sorrento's, just south of Delaware Valley College, remind you that pizza's not a bad second choice when it comes to Thanksgiving meal. Out to Washko on the flanker screen again, and again it picks up about 7 yards.
You got to be careful with that play, though. It has worked 3 consecutive times here for Quakertown, but still, you're throwing that ball all the way across the field, and if Rickards or Turner decides to read that play and jump the pattern, if they're able to step in front and make a pick, there's nobody in front of them here. Let's watch it again. The Sorrento's replay. Kukless, the play fake. This is actually that run once again by Schulberger. And just see the great second effort again.
Now Kukless brings him up. The referees have called timeout. I think they want to align the sticks or on the short side of the field. Now they'll start the clock. Under 9 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter in Quakertown with real momentum here. And moving the ball with a great deal of poise. They started this drive on their own 27, so they've picked up a good deal of yardage here. 2nd and 5 from the 28, inside to Gerhardt, and again they go to the Schock side of the line, and there hasn't been much there today. That time Schock able to knock down the line, and Stothers able to come through and make the tackle.
Yeah, Stothers, I think also in there was Mitch Keating, the other linebacker, is able to bring down Gerhardt after a short gain on that play. And now another big 3rd down situation for this Quakertown offense, and they've come through here in the 2nd half and able to convert on 3rd down when they had the opportunity.
Ben comes out, Roberts comes back in as they go to a double tight end formation. A Washko flanked out wide. You would think this would be a running play on 3rd and 4, and there's the fake, but instead they try the pass, and this time it's not open. So this time, good play by Kukless. He just wastes it over the middle.
Boy, great decision, and again, he shows his poise. He's a senior. He didn't start this year as the quarterback, folks, as we talked about in the pregame show, but he shows you why he's a good quarterback, because he looked off 1st, 2nd, and even a 3rd option to Schulberger, saw all 3 of them covered. Knowing it's 4-down territory, just wastes it away that nobody can catch the ball, and now they'll try to convert on 4th down. Great play by Kukless.
Ben comes back in for Roberts. Roberts, the 1st option on that play, he was covered. Running back, the 2nd option, he was covered. So now a 4th and 4, a key defensive play for Pennridge to stay in this game. 4th and 4 from the 19. And it's an inside screen this time to Owashko. I don't think he got it. I think he's about a yard short, Greg.
I don't think he got it either. Nice job by the Pennridge defense coming back to make that play. They read it well. Donahue makes the play, and actually the stop on Owashko, and the Quakertown drive stalls out on downs.
Key play for Pennridge there. Nice play by the defense as they stiffened once Quakertown got inside the Pennridge 20. Now another late substitution for Pennridge as Rhodes comes in off the bench. Some confusion here as Moore lets everybody get to where they're supposed to be. First possession of the second half for Pennridge with 7:57 to go. Kraus in motion, but Weidman up the gut. He'll get about 2, and this is the type of play, Weidman up the gut, that worked very well at the tail end of the first half.
Yeah, they ran the ball very well with Weidman. He ran off a couple of first down plays, big chunks of yardage, then they went away to it, went to the air, and the drive stalled out. But I'll tell you what, Floyd Turner, with the exception of the first drive of this football game, has really been very quiet this afternoon.
Kraus and Schock wind up to the right-hand side. Rhodes is your split man on the left. Turner and Weidman. This time Keith Moore rolls to the left. He's looking for Rhodes. He doesn't have him. Now he has Weidman or Kraus long. Kraus is calling for pass interference, but they're not going to listen to his pleas.
Well, I'll tell you what, Keith Moore just showed you how great an arm he has there. On the run, really never set himself when he threw that ball, and he put that thing 30 to 40 yards downfield, overshot his receiver, and again, the wind, I think, playing a factor with that pass because it just got up there in that jet stream and just took the ball a little bit further than Keith Moore wanted it to go.
You really like Keith Moore. You think he's coming to his end this year?
He's had a great year. Last year really never had a chance to get into a flow as they rotated him and B.J. Engel every other play, and he even mentioned it in the paper this week. He never felt comfortable in the offense last year. This is his team. He knew it from the opening of camp.
3rd and 7 for Pennridge from the 19. The draw play to Weidman, and boy, does he scamper through a hole. He should be up past the first down markers.
Well, I like Tyler Weidman a lot, too, and he's a junior. He's coming back.
That's Turner. Turner, excuse me, on that run.
I still like Weidman. That's a nice run by Turner, who's got to get back into the flow of this thing. If Pennridge wants to come back and win this football game, Floyd Turner's going to play a big factor in this second half. Again, there he shows his speed, picks up the first down. Look for him to try and get outside at some point during this drive.
Rhodes to the bottom of the screen. We're heavy on the left-hand side with both Weidman and Kraus, and this is Turner behind them, and he's found a hole. He's off to the races. One man to beat Owashko, shoulders him out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Pick up that time of about 20 yards for Turner.
And that time he got outside the tackle, was able to turn the corner with his speed, and then down the sideline, and here comes the Pennridge Ram offense down into Quakertown territory. And let's see if they continue with that running game, which has been so effective for most of the ball game. Here's the replay, and watch Turner just use his speed to get to the outside.
Nice blocks on that left-hand side. Very good work that time by Cressman amongst them. Now Pennridge unbalances to the right-hand side. Turner, the deep back. They go short to Weidman. He pounds through the left side for about 2 yards. As Quakertown stopped him on 1st and 10, a gain of 2. That'll bring up 2nd and 8 from the Quakertown 42.
Chris Mayorino makes the stop. The down lineman does a nice job of holding his block, throwing the blocker off and making the tackle on Weidman after a very short gain. But Pennridge again using that running game inside, outside, trying to keep Quakertown off balance.
Schock in the slot, Turner in the deep slot, Rhodes to the far side, 2 backs, Kraus gets the handoff. He goes to the left and he's found a hole. He's into the secondary. Kraus down to the 20, the 15, down around the 10-yard line. Finally knocked out of bounds at the 10. Very nice play by Kraus, who's been the 3rd back all day.
Well, you know what? He ran that ball beautifully, and what he did is he hesitated a little bit and set up his blocking and followed it perfectly, because when he got to the line of scrimmage, wasn't a big hole there. Waited for a block, got the block, was able to break it outside, and then great downfield blocking by the receivers and everybody else from this Pennridge offense out in front of him, and a nice run. Here you see the replay. You see him setting up his blocks, following his blockers, and getting down inside the 20-yard line.
It's Moore handing off to Turner through the middle. He'll pick up about 2 on 1st and 10 from the 15. So on the ground, Pennridge starting to assert itself here in the second half.
They've had a lot more success, though, running to the outside. Quakertown clogging things up in the middle, trying to take away Weidman, and it's been Kraus and Turner getting to the outside and picking up the big yardage on this drive.
They give Turner 1, 2nd and 9 from the 14. As this time Rhodes comes to the bottom. Turner flanked in the slot, Weidman and Kraus behind Moore. who gives the ball to Kraus through the left side. That one will pick up about 4, down to about the 10-yard line, bringing up 3rd and 5.
This is 2-down territory for for Pennridge right now. 3rd and 5 off the 10. And I'll tell you what, looking at the formation, and I've talked about it all game long, Rhodes is out here on the flank, wide open, one-on-one coverage. If they could want to run a touchdown play here, the slant pattern is wide open. It's been open all day. They haven't gone to it yet. I would expect them to possibly do it here on 3rd and 5.
Also look for Kraus over the middle, a play that came up just short in the first half. Moore on 3rd and 5 from the 10. Barks the signals. Kraus in motion to the left. Instead, it's Weidman. He'll be very close to the goal line. And they mark him as in. I thought he was short at about the 1, but they count it. Weidman gets in. That makes it 14-13.
Nice run up inside, and I guess, you know, I see that slant pattern open, and it's a great call from up here, but the way the offensive line has dominated the line of scrimmage here on this drive, you can't keep the ball in the air. You got to keep it on the ground. Tyler Weidman, a 10-yard run for a touchdown.
Weidman from 10 yards out at 5:02 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Pennridge creeps to within 1 at 14-13. And now Koza comes out. Obviously, Pennridge getting ready to try the extra point here to tie this game up. And now a delay of game, I believe.
Legal substitution on the offense.
All right, Pennridge had 13 players in the huddle.
Okay, move.
11 is all you're allowed, 12 if you're fortunate, but 13 will definitely not get it done. So now this makes for a longer point after touchdown. Now, we've expressed to you today our feeling that we don't think any of these PATs have been good. Very windy day, although in Koza's favor, the wind has died down just a little bit here in the last couple of moments. This will still be about a 25-yarder.
Well, his first one was from 25 also, if you remember, because of the penalty on their last extra point attempt.
Moore will be the holder. Koza with a kick. It's a line drive. That one to us is good, and it is good.
Hey,
we get one right there. 14-14 is our score as Pennridge comes back, marches the ball some 81 yards that time after the tough stand on 4th down, and Koza's extra point makes it 14-14. And we have quite a ball game as we come rolling down. A reminder to watch Cover to Cover Wednesday evenings at 8:30 right here on SCTV. And we were talking at halftime. In addition to this game, we'll have the Central Bucks West Central Dauphin game for you. What's our broadcast time on that?
Tuesday, 8:30. That'll be Flory and Kemp, Tom White bringing you all the action of that one from out at Hershey Park Stadium. As the Bucks look to go, as I mentioned, from Chocolatown to Titletown and a chance to win the state title, which would be the following Saturday, December 6th, a 5 o'clock kickoff for the 4A title game if West gets that far. Out in Altoona against the winner of the Erie McDowell Upper St. Clair game on the western side.
Mike Penton won't like us to say this, but we like the Bucks, and we like them in a big way. We, I've had the opportunity this year to follow Central Dauphin out in the Harrisburg area. They're a nice club, but we don't think they match up well at all on size. And quite frankly, they're sort of a player-dominant offense. Their quarterback's extremely good. The rest of the kids are nice ball players, but they don't have a Dave Armstrong or a Corey Potter in that crew.
Yeah, that West offense, we talked about it on Sportsline this Tuesday, the fact that West offense is just really prolific and dangerous. They're huge up front. The offensive line gives them a great chance to run the football. Now Corey Potter with the passing game. And Potter and Warden's development have taken a lot of pressure off of Armstrong. And I said the only way West is going to get beaten if somebody can stop that offense. I haven't seen it all year. I don't think anybody's going to do it this year.
Ty Brady to kick to Schulberger and Owasco deep. And this one he really gets a foot into. Another nice kickoff. This will be Schulberger at the 6, out to the 10, the 15, the 20. Schulberger's found a crack. Rhodes finally tracks him down at about the 35-yard line. Nice return by Schulberger.
Boy, he just does everything for this squad. He's already returned a kick for a touchdown this season in the Upper Moreland game. He's just done a great job for the squad. And as his defense has just given up a touchdown to tie this football game up, Schulberger gives him a little bit of spark back on this sideline with a nice kick return.
So Quakertown starts at the 35. Owasco to the bottom of your screen. Number 87, Brian Miller, in as they go to double tight ends with Roberts, the other one. Schulberger and Gerhardt have been the mail carriers all day for Quakertown. They're behind Kuplis on 1st and 10. And there's Schulberger, and he pulls forward for about 6-7 yards as Turner and Benfield have to stop him in the secondary.
It's just a quick-hitting running game that Quakertown's running. Just trying to get a little seam for the running back and then let Schulberger and Gerhardt do the rest. Schulberger finds the hole, gets through the initial hole to the linebackers where he's able to pick up 6 and 7 yards on 1st down.
Now they're in the center of the field, and this section between the 40s is the most chewed up if you will, as this field is used for a lot of things. Soccer, they play junior high football here. The JV squad plays here as well. This time, Rickards perhaps faked out as a Quakertown player goes to the bench late, and it's Schulberger again forward. He picks up about 2. He'll be close to the first down.
Yeah, nice job there. Dan Bennington was in the football game. But actually, it's Rickards. I'm sorry. Rickards came up and made a real nice stop on Schulberger there, short of the first down. Not by much, but he is short by about a yard. So another big play right here for this Quakertown offense on 3rd down and 1. Momentum back on the sideline of Pennridge right now after that long touchdown drive. And a defensive stand here could really put a lot of momentum back on that Pennridge sideline right now.
Noggle comes in for a wash go as they go double tight ends again with Roberts and 87 Miller. You got to look for Schulberger on 3rd and 1 for the 44, and it is Schulberger, and he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Nice play by number 50, Mitch Keating.
He did a nice job. He shot the gap. Schulberger, that's the hole he wanted to go through. It wasn't there, so he tried to break it to the outside. Keating wraps him up for a loss on the play, and now Quakertown's going to go 3 and out and have to give the ball back to a Pennridge offense who moved downfield very easily on their first drive of the 3rd quarter.
Some indecision on the Pennridge side, but now they say yes, they will punt. Keep in mind, on 4th and 2 in the first half, Quakertown first came into an offensive scrimmage and then decided to punt. Schulberger is the punter, and ironically, the upback is Kuklis. Schulberger, and this one gets wind-aided and gets pushed out of bounds. A punt of only about 14, 15 yards.
Good pressure up inside. It was Chad Struthers coming through, the junior. He got good pressure on Schulberger. He took his eye off the football and looked at Struthers, hit it off the side of his foot out of bounds. Pennridge, great field position to get the ball back at their own 43-yard line.
43, and Quakertown kicked from the 43, so 7 and 7 is 14 yards. Not much of a kick, but to be fair to Schulberger, it was also the wind blowing, and it picks back up now, blowing straight toward the Quakertown sideline at the bottom of your screen. Moore under center, Krause in motion, Weidman, and he rumbles up the gut. He'll pick up about 9, and boy, I tell you, that play has been there all day.
It has. That offensive line doing a great job at opening up a hole. The center, the guard, the left tackle, just opening up a big hole for Weidman, who has a lot of room. Plus the linebackers now getting to be concerned with the outside running game of Turner and Krause. Are watching Krause go in motion. They're shifting over a step or two, which takes them out of the play. Here we see the replay. Big hole up inside for Weidman, who's had a very nice game on the ground this afternoon.
All right, thanks to the folks at Sereno's for the replay. Rhodes in for Guaro as it's 2nd and 1. Good passing situation if Pennridge wants it, and they're going to try and go long. This time they have a receiver downfield. It was Rhodes, but the ball sort of hung up, and then it ran further down. There's a Quakertown man back, and he's injured on the play. That's Roberts, number 83. That play was open, but just for a moment.
There's a flag down on the play also, and it's going to be holding against Pennridge, because Schulberger came on a blitz that time from his linebacker spot. Got held as he got through, which allowed more of the time to try and go deep downfield.
We'll get you the call here from the referee, mic'd up by our Tommy Brunt. Thanks.
Holding on the offense, repeat 2nd down.
And that's a big penalty there, Chris, because not only is it 10 yards, it's from the spot of the foul, which is another 6 yards into the backfield. So really a 16-yard holding penalty on the play will bring up 2nd down, and let's call it about 15.
Yeah, 2nd and 15, you're right, from the 38. Now Pennridge, which has run the ball real well in this second half, in a situation where you think they might have to pass, but instead they go back to Weidman because he's been successful. They pick up 6, bringing up 3rd and 9.
So now a situation where you know, Keith Moore hasn't been real effective. I don't remember him even completing a pass except for the one to Guaro. He has 1 completion, I believe, on the afternoon. And now a situation where they're really going to be forced to go to the air. Look for them to maybe run that shovel pass to Weidman. They tried it earlier, late in the 2nd quarter, covered well by Quakertown. This is another opportunity to use that play.
Roberts' ankle stiffening, so Kuklis comes in to play outside linebacker, and he looks like he's in a blitz situation. He is. Moore trying to go short. He has Schalk for the first time all afternoon. Schalk will be short about 2 yards. He's inside the Quakertown territory at the 48.
Now do you have enough confidence in your defense to go for it here? I think you have to play field position. You have the wind at your back. You got to try and punt them deep here, as Quakertown did to Pennridge late in the first half. I think if you're Jeff Hollenbach here, you're going to ask for a measurement to see exactly how close you are. But I think they're short, and in that situation, I know the fans are going to want you to go for it. But to win this football game, you got to play great strategic football. They got to punt them deep.
They bring the flags across the field. I think you can probably hear the wind through our microphones here. The wind has really picked up in the last 5-6 minutes after calming down a bit right after halftime. Hollenbach, I think he's about a yard and a half here, but we'll get a good picture.
Okay. Now hold on, we're going to leave this ball right here.
About half a yard. I think you have to look at making it here.
It's very, very, very tempting, and the way that Weidman has been able to run the ball up inside, it's even more tempting, but I'm still of the opinion you can't take the chance. You have momentum on your side right now. Use your punting game with the wind at your back and try and hit them deep and rely on your defense to make a play for you.
See, I think the thing here for Pennridge you don't want to do is get cute and try and spring Turner around the end. They tried that once on 4th down. It didn't work. Half yard here. It's Thanksgiving Day. You have a quarter to play. I say you go for it. One of us obviously is going to be wrong. We'll see what Jeff Hollenbach elects to do on 4th down and about maybe half a yard.
I'll tell you right now, I'm wrong because Keith Moore's out there calling the play in the huddle, and you're right. They can't go outside. This has got to be either Moore right up over the center or Weideman straight up the gut with the handoff.
Kraus is in the slot now. Weideman comes into the slot, so Turner will be the only running back on 4th and yard, and it's Moore up over center, and I think he has it.
Oh, he's got it easily by at least a yard over to 40 inside the 39, and that's a great play call because there's no exchange except for the center quarterback exchange, which has to take place on every play. No chance of fumbling the football there on a handoff to Turner or Weidman, and Moore has some good size on him anyhow. Let him go straight ahead. He's 6 foot 182. Just went right behind his center on a quick count and got the first down. Great play call and a lot of momentum still on the Pennridge sideline right now.
1st and 10 from the 44 as Moore picks it up, only his 2nd carry of the day. Quakertown drops. I thought I saw McGoldrick touch a helmet on the Pennridge side.
Did he touch him? The flag a little late. McGoldrick thought he got back, and then all of a sudden the flag comes out. Let's see what the call is. Could be a free 5 yards for the Rams.
Encroach on the defense.
So things continuing to go wrong for Quakertown right now. And
on the defense,
all the momentum down on the sideline of Pennridge right now.
1st and 5. I got to be honest with you. I take a shot now at Rhodes because you got a couple of plays here to play with. 1st and 5 from the Quakertown 39 for Pennridge. Wind really picking back up. Quakertown again fidgeting along the line. Inside they go to Weidman. He busts it through for about 3 yards.
That's a nice play call. That's off that tight formation. They just bring Weidman through on a little quick hitter. Well read that time and well played that time by the Quakertown defense to stop him after a very short gain of maybe 2 on the play. But as you mentioned now, 2nd down and 3 and a number of opportunities, a number of options to go for here by Coach Hollenbach.
Chris Graham and Bob Boucher have seen a ton of Weidman this afternoon as they have run, Pennridge has, almost exclusively left. This time it's Kraus in motion. Quakertown again jumping around. This time it's Weidman. He picks up the 1st down and plenty more as they pull down inside the 30. And it's obvious that Pennridge has decided they can move, and they think they have the size to move the Quakertown right side of the defensive line, the left side of Pennridge O-line.
Well, as they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Tyler Weidman has had big holes and able to run the football very hard off the left-hand side. You're just going to rely on the young man, go with the junior fullback, and let him pick up the yardage. And now, we mentioned you might want to see Rhodes. Look for Turner maybe to try and break one off the outside.
This time we have Turner in the slot, right side. He comes in motion now. It's Weidman again, and he pulls through the middle. Not much that time, maybe a yard or two. And again, Quakertown having to substitute a little bit here. Ben comes in as Roberts is having his ankle taped. He, you might have recalled, was injured on that long pass that wasn't connected.
Yeah, and so with the substitutions, gives you a fresh body out there, but they're just pounding it inside, and that's going to do it for 3 quarters of a very entertaining football game.
We're even Steven at 14 as we step aside after 3 quarters. Pennridge and Quakertown back with the 4th quarter in just a moment here on SCTV.
Jewelry is a gift from the heart. And for years, Gem Jewelers' professional staff has been at the heart of the matter with quality engagement rings, wedding bands, and diamond anniversary rings. Inside our beautiful showroom, you'll find the largest selection and the best values to make your special day or any occasion a treasure you'll remember forever. Plus, Gem Jewelers' gemologist is always on hand to ensure the quality of your diamonds and gemstones. Gem Jewelers, the heart of jewelry, on Route 611 at Bristol Road, Warrington.
They call it the Thanksgiving Day Classic in Bucks County. It's as old a rivalry as we have, Pennridge and Quakertown, and we're dead even at 14 as we come back for the fourth quarter. Chris Fickus along with Greg Betts. Greg, congratulations, good hands. The Quakertown mini football is being tossed into the stands by the cheerleaders, and Mr. Betts cradles it to his chest.
Somebody got one up in that jet stream and came flying right up at us.
You look surprised.
Oh, let's find it.
Let's see this ball as Moore comes over center. 2nd and 7 from the 26-yard line. There's the football, and there's the football, and there's the football. As this time he is Kraus, and finally a pass works for Pennridge. First down as they go inside the 15.
Nice job by Kraus to make that catch. That ball thrown behind him. He made a nice adjustment, kept his feet too, and then was able to turn it up for those very important yards after catch. First down inside the 15.
And for the first time, I think, all day, Moore rolling to his strong throwing side.
Yeah, and he threw it a little bit behind his receiver, but again, Kraus, nice adjustment to make the catch.
1st and 10 from the 13, Pennridge in business as we begin the fourth quarter. And it's Turner, and Turner's going to try and skirt the end. What speed? He gets down to the 10, but that's about it as Walkert, who has played very well for Quakertown, sort of strung that one out.
Strung it out and then a wash call. Real nice job of coming up from his defensive back spot, laying a shoulder on Turner and forcing him out of bounds after a short pickup.
2nd and 7 for Pennridge from the Quakertown 10. They can get a first down, obviously enough, at the 3. Pennridge chewing up the back half of this third quarter and now the front half of the fourth quarter. Very long drive, well over 6 minutes now. Turner, the sole setback, their strong right with Rhodes flanked out wide. Here's Turner, he'll try and cut it back, and nothing there. He leans forward maybe for a yard or two, but that time Schulberger turned it back inside, and Walker, along with 78, Chris Graham stacking it up.
Yeah, second effort got him a yard, but you got to wonder about that, trying to run Turner up inside. It's really been Weideman out of a different set. That time they ran a wide set with Turner in a lone setback, and they try and run him inside the tackles. Quakertown said nothing doing here. They bring him down for short yardage. Now, this Pennridge drive is sort of in trouble at 3rd down and 6. And do you go for the touchdown, or do you rely on the kicker on 4th down if you don't make it?
3rd and 6 from the 9. Moore. There's Weidman with a fake, but they spring Turner to the outside. He has the corner. Can he get there? He's down inside the 5. And they give him the score. He leaned forward. I thought they'd get him at about the 2, but Turner, his 2nd touchdown of the game. Turner scores from 9 yards out with 10:19 to play, and Pennridge moves ahead 20-14 on a slow developing play to the corner. Here's the replay.
Let's see if he gets in. Real late call also by the official. That's the reason Chris didn't give you the call right away. You see him get to the outside with that speed. They come over, ride him, and great running by Turner, and then I guess he does get in there before the knee hit the ground.
He gets it on the lean. We thought he would be down inside the 5 at about the 2. Now Koza for the extra point into the teeth of a wind that's really howling. That one's easily through. The referees agree with us. It's 21-14. And we'll take a timeout here on the field as Pennridge moves back in front with 10:19 to play. Pennridge 21, Quakertown 14. We'll be back in just a moment. And we're back at Poppy Yoder as the balls continue to get thrown up into the stands. Nice grab, by the way, pal. Those Quakertown mini footballs coming up here, and one just about picked off our cameraman. As you can see the Quakertown side. Now, they have their work cut out. Quakertown does now. You see that one?
Flying all over the place with the ball and the wind, and these things don't have a lot of weight to them as a regular football would have. They are flying all over creation right now.
There you have it, as Pennridge goes ahead 21-14, a nice drive. And now it's up to the defense to hold them. And for the first time with 10 minutes left in the way these two teams have been scoring, we start to think about overtime, which might be cruel and unusual punishment for the fans today as this wind really picks up now. Brady will kick off, Turner will hold. These kickoffs have been going about 15, 20, 25 yards, although Koza this time instead of Brady, and he kicks a grounder and it hops on the hard turf. Quakertown's 34, Mike Smith picks it up. He doesn't get very far. Smith knocked down at about the 40-yard line, so they'll take over around the 38. Quakertown now has to answer the call.
And now we'll see, they have the wind at their back like they wanted in the fourth quarter. can they use it to their effectiveness? Can they see Kuklis going to the air? Their main pass play today has been the short passing game, though, and especially that little flanker screen to Owashko, which they've run 4 times.
Owashko flanked to the top of your screen this time, just barely in bounds, as Schulberger and Gerhardt are the 2 running backs, as they have been all day. Kuklis calls the pitch, and it's Schulberger through. He picks up about 3 yards on first down.
Yeah, nice job, though, by Schock to wrap him up, bring him down after a short gain. He hits the wall hard, but the linemen coming off their blocks very quickly and able to wrap him up for short gains. That play not as effective as it was in the first half.
Noggle rings in the play, as that time Schock was helped by Stothers, who's played a pretty good game from the linebacking corps. And it's been rare that Quakertown has run right or the bottom of your screen. They've run left predominantly today. This time, good to see Roberts, 83, back in with Noggle flanked to the bottom of the screen on 2nd and 7. Schulberger to the left. That time they pick up about 4 yards as number 24, Aaron Krause, in on the tackle.
Nice job by Krause. Came up, filled the hole, grabs him around the ankles and brings him down for short yardage. Now 3rd down and 5, and Quakertown really needs a conversion here on 3rd down, because you don't want to give the ball back to Pennridge again the way they've been taking time and yardage off the clock, especially the time off the clock and chewing up some yardage.
And if you're thinking 4 down here, keep in mind you're still on the Quakertown side of the 50 at the 43, so you really need to pick it up here on 3rd down. Gerhardt and Schulberger left and right behind Kuklis, as Kuklis will run right, and he's looking this time for Owashko long and just over his hands, as he had a step on Guaro down at about the 35.
That's a great play call. Owashko and Roberts both wide right. Roberts runs the post pattern, takes the defender with him. Turner thinks they're playing zone, but the safety's taken up by the post pattern on double coverage with Roberts, and Owashko just comes down, a little in pattern, then back out down the sideline, and Kuklis just overthrows him by a little bit.
Schulberger to punt. Rhodes is back deep. Keep in mind Schulberger will have the wind with him, so this should be a fairly good kick. Rhodes back at about his own 25 this time. For Schulberger's kick, it sort of flutters back there. Schulberger gets it off. It's to the right hash. Rhodes is going to let this one bounce, which was not a good decision by the freshman, as it rolls dead inside the 15 at about the 11.
So a good punt by Schulberger. Field position now back in favor of Quakertown, but their defense has to make the play. The offense couldn't make the conversion on 3rd and 5. Now it's up to the defense to come up with a stop. They have not done it here in the second half yet.
With the roll, 46 yards on the kick by Schulberger. That makes up for that 14-yard effort in the 3rd quarter, which was knocked down by the wind. So now Pennridge at the 11. They have to move the ball out. Field position has been key, especially for Quakertown today. Krause in the slot on the right. It's Weidman behind center and Turner. This is Turner. Turner trying to get the right side. He busts through. He's out to about the 20. A nice gain of 9 for the senior.
And we've talked a lot about Adam Walker having a good game today. That time he strung it out, but Turner's able to cut it up then inside his string out. Not enough flow from the defense to come across and bring him down. Nice cut up by Turner, and he gains 9 on 1st down. Here comes that running game again, and you're going to see a huge dose of both Floyd Turner, Tyler Weideman, and also Eric Krause in this drive.
Guaro in. He brings the play with him as Rhodes checks out. He'll be flanked wide right. Turner in the slot to the left. Krause now in motion. This usually is a Weidman to the left, and it is, and he rumbles up over center. He'll have the 1st down up to about the 23.
And the Quakertown defense now has to make a play. They got to get a turnover or something, a big play, a sack, something in the backfield for a loss of yardage to put Pennridge into a situation where they have to go 2nd, 3rd, and long, because they need to get the ball back into their hands of their offense as they trail by 7 late here in the 4th quarter.
Rhodes brings in the play from Jeff Hollenbach. Guaro checks back out. Rhodes down to the bottom of your screen. Turner in the slot. Weidman behind center with Moore. And it's Krause on the right-hand slot. Here comes Turner in motion, and inside it goes. This is Weidman. He's through into the secondary. Somebody's going to have to run him down. Schulberger has the chance. He's the last man, and he gets him from behind as Weidman goes over the 100-yard mark for the day, down inside the 20, down to about the 16.
Huge run, Tyler Weideman, all the way down to the 16-yard line. 59 yards on the run, and Schulberger, a last-ditch effort to dive, tripped him up, got his feet, Weidman just couldn't keep his balance and get into the end zone, but he also, he's a powerful runner. Here you see the replay. Look at him, he can't quite pull away though from Schulberger, who barely got him. Barely got him by the ankle.
Schulberger with what I think you have to agree is a game saver is the momentum now on the side of the green and white. 1st and 10 from the Quakertown. They'll spot it now at the 19. They move it back a little bit. More under center. Here comes Kraus in motion. They fake the inside handoff, and now Turner has the corner. Turner with a chance to dance, and he's in from 19 yards out. And Pennridge goes up 27-14. Turner, his 3rd touchdown of the game. And boy, for the senior, what a Thanksgiving to remember.
Great way to cap your career after Floyd Turner 3 times this afternoon. Now he's found the end zone. This one from 19 yards away. He's also scored on a run of 17 and a run of 9 so far. That's a huge score. 13-point differential right now, and only 7:07 left in the ball game.
7:07 left as Turner goes from 19 yards out. As again, the plays inside to Weidman set out the pitch game outside to Turner. Great offensive calling in this 3rd and 4th quarter by Jeff Hollenbach.
Exactly right. Here you see the replay as Turner turns the corner and gets into the end zone untouched. Got to the outside and then just used that great speed he has.
Pennridge calls timeout as they fail to get a man on for the extra point. 27-14, a chance to go up 28-14. That's one thing I know Coach Hollenbach won't be happy with. A mental mistake. The kid's fired up on the sideline, but you have to have all 11 out there if you're going to try this extra point.
And the other thing that touchdown does, Chris, it makes it a 14-point deficit, obviously, but it sort of takes Todd Schulberger out of the offense now for Quakertown, as they're going to have to rely on Kuklis and his throwing abilities if they want to try and get back into this one and get it tied up somehow for a possible overtime situation.
And for Kuklis, because they have the wind at their back, that's the good news. The bad news is the wind continues to blow from the top to the bottom of the screen, so you're going to see a lot of passes right, where Kuklis has not had quite as much confidence in this game. He's favored going to the left. Koza for Bunning, who's been injured. Koza's been very good today. He's converted all 3. This will be his 4th extra point. This one we think is wide, and the referees agree with us. That could be a key factor as we come down the stretch. 7:07 left. Pennridge up 27-14. Quakertown to get the ball back. Reminder to watch Cover to Cover Wednesdays at 8:30 here on SCTV. Quakertown, you got to pass now, right?
Yeah, you got to go to the air. I mean, you can mix in and run a little bit with Schulberger, hope he can break off a quick hitter somewhere into the secondary, maybe use his speed to break off a big play, but the first thing they need to do is get a big kickoff return here, but chances of that happening are not real good because you're most likely going to see a squib kick again from Pennridge kicking into the wind. So for Quakertown, you're going to get probably a fairly good field position, but you got to rely on the arm of Joe Kuklis, the senior, to bring you downfield. They need to score in the next 3 minutes to try and get back into this game, and then they got to rely on their defense for a stop to give them a chance to win the game or at least tie it up.
This time it'll be Brady 81 instead of Kosa to kick off, which would lead you to believe, because Kosa's been in for the grounders, Brady's been in for the air balls or the long kickoffs. Pennridge this time will try and kick into the teeth of a wind. It'll be Schulberger and Awashko, both of whom have played both ways just about every play today. Back deep to take the kickoff for Ray Fox's Panthers, but the momentum definitely has swung to Pennridge, coming back from the 14-7 deficit to score 3 times here in the second half. With 7:07 to go, they lead 27-14.
And we also mentioned at halftime, if you remember, Pennridge has to come out and establish the running game. That's exactly what they've done in the second half. It's resulted in points in the lead.
Here's Brady's kickoff, and it gets knocked down by the wind, as we figured it would. Awashko to pick it up at about the 14. He's up to the 30, and he's just about done at the 30, maybe the 31-yard line. Nice tackle that time by the Pennridge center of the line, led by number 54, Nick Fretz.
Yeah, nice job. They hold him back down at the 30-yard line, so not even as good a field position as I thought they would start this drive off with. They have to go 70 yards, still 7 minutes and 4 seconds left to play in the game, but Kuklis is going to have to make some sort of play. And here's the dangerous situation again. Your best passing play is from that flanker screen. Pennridge might be looking for it, and if you jump the pattern, it could lead to another defensive touchdown by the Rams.
Double tight end with Roberts and Miller, and they go to Gerhardt this time over the right-hand side. He gets maybe a yard before Turner comes up along with Rickards. I don't think that's going to get it done.
Nice job by the Pennridge defense also here in the second half to take away the running game.
Now the no huddle from Quakertown, something Pennridge surprised the Panthers with in the first half of the game. Pennridge a little slow to react to it. Now they have Schulberger, and here's the flanker screen, but it's a short hop. The referees, I thought, were going to give him the pass. Now they say it is the short hop that we read. They tried to go quickly to a Washko outside.
Well, that'll stop the clock if nothing else, but now the drive looking at 3rd down and 9, and now you're definitely in 4 down territory, even though you're in Pennridge territory, because you got to go down and put points on the board. This one can get out of hand very quickly, score-wise, if Quakertown's unable to pick up a 1st down on their next 2 plays.
And this has been the mark of Jeff Hollenbach's crew this year. When they smell blood, they score in bunches. They did it to Easton 3 weeks ago.
Exactly right.
And they can put up a lot of points in a hurry.
27 points in a 5-minute span in the first quarter of that Easton game. They trailed 7-0 in the end of the first quarter. It was 27-7.
Kuklis tries to thread it into traffic. Awashko, one of about 7 players, 5 of whom had green and silver jerseys on. So that brings up 4th and 9, and for Quakertown, the first do or die play of the game.
Yeah, actually the game right here, it's 4th in the game for Quakertown, because if they don't convert here, even if Pennridge doesn't put points on the board, you know they'll take 2 to 3 minutes off the clock with that running game, if nothing else, and also pin Quakertown deep, where then they would only have about 3 minutes left in the game, down by 2 scores and the whole field to go.
And Quakertown will punt. They won't go for it. No, it's a short snap to Kuklis, who's going to be close, but I don't think he'll get the 1st down. With the lean, I think he's about a yard short. They put Schulberger back deep, fake the punt. Kraus stayed at home with Stothers, and I think they're going to be about a yard short. We'll see on the measurement.
He didn't get it. He's at least a yard short. Kraus and Schock come over and wrap him up out of bounds. He's a yard short. I don't care if the lean or not. He did not get it. They already have the 1st down signal up, and they've said he didn't make it. The Rams get the ball back. I've looked for the fake all afternoon long. With Kuklis as a short man and Schulberger as the punter, you knew they were going to run it sometime today.
Ray Fox tries the trickery. It doesn't work. They come up a yard short. So more now on 1st and 10 from the 39. Weidman, who's been a horse all day, carries the defenders for another yard. They'll give you 2. And again, it's Walker with the tackle inside along with 72, McGoldrick.
Good second effort by Weidman. Picks up the yard that he actually got. He was hitting the backfield, but did a nice job of holding on to that football, too, as a couple Quakertown guys came up and tried to strip it. Don't be surprised. You mentioned they smell blood. We've been talking about Rhodes and Guaro open on one-on-one coverage all day. Don't be surprised to see him go to the air here on possibly even this play.
Strong right, Guaro on the right. This could be the pitch to Turner to the right side, which has worked well. Instead, Moore keeps it, and there it is. The right side, and it's open. Moore's going to pick up about 12 to 15 yards. They'll be down at about the 22, a gain of 16.
What they do, they fake inside. The Weidman holds everybody. Moore able to get to the outside, and he doesn't have great speed, but enough to turn the corner and pick up big yardage. And everything just clicking right now for that Pennridge running game.
When they go strong right all day, they've been running strong right, usually with Turner, but this side they keep, as Greg suggested, Weidman at home. They also fake to Turner, and then Moore had plenty of real estate to cover. 1st and 10, they'll spot it at the 23, and Pennridge now with a chance to put the death knell on this game. Up 27-14 with 5.5 to play. Keith Moore sends Turner in motion. And the pitch is to Kraus, the second man through, and he's into the secondary. He's down to about the 10-yard line. Let's call it the 11 as Kraus dances for 12.
Yeah, this one's all over except for the final score now, Chris, because they're just the clock down to 5:17 in the 4th quarter, and they're at the 11-yard line. Quakertown has not stopped them here in the second half yet. And the way this running game's going, Turner already has the hat trick. You see him getting number 4.
Well, there's always that opportunity. Kraus, of course, is only a sophomore, and Weidman's a junior, so Turner's last chance to really make some noise here at Pennridge. We're inside of 5, 1st and 10 from the 11. Turner coughs it up through the middle of the line, a mad scramble. Referees haven't told us who it is. Quakertown says it's theirs, Pennridge says it's theirs. The guys in the striped shirts will tell us who really gets the ball.
And Quakertown saying they got it, and they do. Boy, just when you thought things were done, a missed handoff between Moore and Turner, the 2 seniors, and Quakertown has a new life.
Field position will not be the best. It's 1st and 10, but for Quakertown, they need the ball with just under 5 minutes to play. Kuklis now will really have to air it out. And I think if you're Pennridge, you can afford to be a little daring here with a 2-touchdown lead. You may want to jump on that screen as Awashko drops to the bottom of the screen. And they're going to look for Awashko. but he's sacked. The quarterback is very close to the goal line.
They called a safety.
I think they're going to spot it at about the 2.
Well, he's very fortunate. Great pressure, as you mentioned. They could jump the screen, but they could also bring the blitz, and that's what they did there on first down. They wrap up Kukless almost in the end zone, and now, you know, things don't get any easier for the Quakertown offense.
Noggle in as Washko comes out, favoring his left arm a little bit. 4:20 to play, 2nd and 18. And boy, as you like to say, if you want to see guys pin their ears back, Pennridge is going to send everybody here. Kukless with a handoff here, Schulberger, and he comes up the middle. He picks up some nice yardage out to about the 14. But again, the clock continues to move. Schulberger, we should salute. He's been a game performer today. He's done everything they've asked him to do.
Yeah, he's had a real nice game. He's probably fast approaching the 75-yard mark on the ground today, plus a couple of catches. He caught one for a touchdown, does the punting, plays defense. He's all over the field for this squad. He has been a big part of their team, along with Kukless and Washko for most of the season.
3rd and 7 from the 14 for Quakertown. A logical passing down here as Ben checks into the game, and they have him open. They're looking for Ben Long, but the wind just picks the ball up and carries it. Quakertown side yelling for pass interference, but that ball would not have been caught.
Well, it wouldn't have been caught. Plus, there was not really any contact there. Just a little incidental bumping between Guaro. Here we'll see the replay, and if you watch it, there's a little incidental bumping down there by Guaro and the receiver. Well thrown ball again by Kukless, but he overshot his man because he got it up into that jet stream. And you see a little late hit there, but you mentioned no chance of catching that football.
Schulberger back to punt with 3.5 minutes left in the season for Quakertown. This again could be a fake, but it doesn't look like it is, and Schulberger gets it out. Rhodes will let this one roll. It rolls past midfield, but for Quakertown, they need to down it, and down it quickly because the ball continues to let the clock run. It's finally down by 25. That's Kyle Doggle. Pennridge will take over for perhaps the final time this season at the 36-yard line of Pennridge.
And more or less Ray Fox, you know, saying, hey, we played tough, we gave them a shot, but, you know, we don't want to make it look worse than it actually is. Why give them the ball back at the 14-yard line, turning it over on downs? Let's punt it deep, you know, and walk out of here with our heads held high, despite the fact we're going to lose the football game.
Nice shout on the Pennridge crowd. This is the biggest Pennridge crowd I can remember in a number of years on Thanksgiving Day. Good to see that here in the Sellersville-Percy area. Weidman, who else? Up the middle. He bursts up the middle for about 9. He'll be close to a first down. Knocked down by 19, Sean Ben. And number 52 for Quakertown, that's Tim Daly, who's also down on the play.
I'll tell you what, John Madden would have no trouble handing out turkey legs for this football game. Tyler Weidman would definitely get one. Floyd Turner would definitely get one, and you'd have to give one to those big guys up front. You know how Madden likes to give the offensive line a lot of praise. That offensive line's done a great job for Pennridge today.
Yeah, it's been a tremendous job. Blackledge is among the among the leaders, I should say, up front, although Blackledge is only a junior. Schock's been in there at the tight end position. He's blocked. He now comes into the left side with Turner in the slot, but I think Pennridge is going to probably well, they throw the ball. This surprises me. Guaro's open if he can haul it in, and he does. I don't know why they're throwing with this lead, but why not, I guess. They figure with 3 minutes left in the season, they might as well. Nice completion there as they pick up about 24 yards.
Second time today we've seen Keith Moore throw that pass. He threw it once with the wind and once into the wind, and both times he was right on the money. Watched a great touch, and Guaro, great adjustment. That ball's over his outside shoulder. He's looking for it over the inside shoulder. Made the adjustment and a great, nice diving catch by Matt Guaro.
Pennridge 1st and 10 at the 30. Full house backfield, and it's Turner. No, they don't get the handoff, but Moore spins out. Now he has a receiver, and there's a little indecision. Schock thought it was Guaro. Guaro thought it was Schock's ball, and it falls between the two of them.
Guaro was wide open. Guaro came off the line of scrimmage and sort of stopped his pattern, and the D-back stopped his coverage when he saw Moore get wrapped up in the backfield. But when Moore broke loose, Guaro continued downfield. Shack and Guaro end up in the same position, and both of them thought the other guy was getting it. It's one of those Alphonse Gaston things in baseball. You take it, I got it. It falls between the two of them, incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 30 for Pennridge with under 2.5 minutes to play now. And Pennridge a chance to really make this game's outcome, which is no longer in doubt, make the score look a little more impressive.
Moore might be throwing. He might be letting Moore throw the football to try and get that final touchdown of his career.
Weidman rolls down about 2 yards to the 23. Let's talk about this while Quakertown, I think, is going to call a timeout here to try and stop the clock. Weidman comes back, Rhodes comes back, Kraus comes back. Struthers, who we've seen in the defensive backfield, will be the quarterback of the future for this team. Pennridge returns a ton of kids next year.
And they're coming off a 7-5 season, first non-losing season, first winning season since 1986. Hollenbach has his team playing very well. They're doing a nice job, and as you mentioned, a lot of guys back, and you got Weidman back, you got Kraus back. Right there's your running game, which has been so effectively displayed so far this afternoon. You mentioned Blackledge is back on the offensive line. They have a lot of potential to be a very big player in the Suburban One American next year.
Yeah, and it's a tremendous credit to Jeff Hollenbach, because no knock on either Bob Hosier or Bruce Moyer. They weren't able to get it done the last 10 years. This is the first winning season Pennridge will have since the tail end of the Kristiniak years and the front end of the Moyer years. And the folks in the Pennridge area have shown that you put a winner on the field, they'll show up. Big crowd today here on Thanksgiving Day. Moore rolling to the left. He is shock wide open. All he has to do is cradle it and beat one man. Roberts forces him out at the sideline at about the 9-yard line. And after a very big Thanksgiving Day last year, Shock's been less of a factor this year, but a nice catch there for the senior.
And here you see Jeff Hollenbach also allowing his seniors to go out with a lot of momentum and a lot of big plays. That's why you're seeing Keith Moore throwing the football. On the rollout, you see the receiver Shock is wide open, makes the catch, and then turns it upfield. He's trying to get his seniors. Turner's already had the big day as a senior. Now he's letting the other guys on the offense, as in Moore, Shock, and even Guaro, try and have big games as we come down to the final minute and a half.
Turner sits down Rickards into the game. He's usually a defensive back. He'll be in the backfield. He will get the carry, but he fumbles. The ball's anybody's who wants it. Quakertown will pick it up. For Mike Rickards, not the way I'm sure he'd like to end his career, getting an offensive chance and fumbling the ball, but a real difficult handoff as he was trying to run away from the handoff.
Yeah, it was sort of a sprint draw, and Moore never actually got it to him, and the ball falls to the turf. And the second time in 5 minutes now, they've turned the football over inside the 20-yard line.
Rickards had the corner if he could get it, as Rob Day, another senior who's played very little, 5'9", 140, was into the game and had a good contained block on that side. With a minute and a half left, Quakertown gets the ball. It'll be Kuklis with Schulberger and Gerhardt again. Now I think really this is a chance to let Schulberger shine. They go deep though instead, and Roberts is open. Turner is going to have to haul him down from behind, and he does at the Pennridge 47-yard line. A little too little, a little too late, but a nice play by Kuklis.
Nice throw, he got it up there. Nice job by Roberts to make an adjustment run underneath it. Stops the clock as they reset the chains, and quickly up over the ball comes Quakertown. Still a minute and a half left to play.
Double tight end is Miller, joins Roberts as the tight ends. A wash go to the bottom of the screen. Here's Schulberger, and here's the replay.
You see the great catch there by Roberts, and then Turner has the speed to chase him down.
Back live, Kuklis looking for a wash go, and it's a little short there as Stothers and Day had coverage that time.
And the Washko wasn't able to get back far enough. Kuklis underthrows him. A Washko really has to come back more towards that football to make the catch and then be able to get out of bounds to stop the clock.
Struthers has played well today, as has Turner. Benfield's been quietly effective. Guaro, the DBs and the inside linebackers have played well. But I think if you're Pennridge, the two guys who have gotten it done for you today have been Schock and Cressman up front, along with Keating. They've really circumvented that running game here in the second half.
Yeah, they've done a nice job stepping up and playing. 2nd and 10,
Kuklis throws it up. Guaro will pick this one off. He has the sideline and one man to beat. He doesn't beat him, 79. Bob Boucher pushes him out of bounds. Guaro, though, with a little icing on his senior year, as he gets an interception and returns it to the 47, the original line of scrimmage.
Ball very much underthrown there. Washko actually had Guaro beat, but he put a lot of air underneath it, and the wind played a little havoc with it. Here it is again. Watch Kuklis, he just way up into the air. The wind plays havoc with it, sort of knocks it down, actually, even though he's throwing with it, and Guaro just playing a center field, makes the pick, and had running room down the sideline.
It's Weidman and Kraus in the backfield this time. Rickards in the slot. Moore looking to go deep again. He has Schalk, and Schalk drops it. The play was behind him at about the 38.
He's going a little bit behind him. I think Schulberger actually got a piece of that football on the pass, which deflected away and made it like a lame duck going out to Ryan Schalk.
Well, we have a minute left to go. Let's take our time here and salute Ray Fox. A game effort. The Panthers will end this season 3-9. Their highlight, obviously, a week ago when they beat Hatboro.
Yeah, defense that shut down a District 1 playoff team, a team that had been putting points on the board all year. They have a great quarterback down there in Brian Haggerty. He's only a sophomore, and Hatboro's going to have a nice year coming back next year. But this Quakertown team shut him down and ended up winning the game on a last-second field goal.
Moore hands it to Rickards. He has the corner this time. He gets outside, shakes loose of a couple of players. He's down inside the 40 to the 39.
One more play probably in this season for both squads as Moore goes over to talk to Hollenbach and see what he wants to run.
On the other side of the ball, we've talked about Jeff Hollenbach being able to turn this program around. Their first winning season since '86, and a lot of kids coming back. I think it's a tremendous tribute to his coaching staff, most of which is new this year. And Hollenbach, and they obviously have a team of the future here.
They will miss Keith Moore, who's done a nice job as a senior quarterback, but somebody will step in and assume that role, and they'll rely on the running game early in the season next year.
Now, nice touch by Jeff Hollenbach as he's getting the clean jerseys into the game. Some of the seniors who perhaps haven't played. This time, though, 44, Jimmy Harris, who's a true freshman, getting a chance to see the ball. And some of the JV kids will also get the chance. And there you have it. Pennridge will cap a season of comeback. A season where they finally get over 500 and have a winning mark, 7-5. As they win the game today, final score 27-14 in the victorious green side. Now we'll get to see one of the nicer traditions in this long-time rivalry. We'll get to see the Quakertown and Pennridge kids shake hands. We'll let them do that. We'll step aside. We'll be back with our fourth quarter wrap-up in just a moment. Once again, Pennridge 27, Quakertown 14. Back in a moment here on SCTV.
Looking for the perfect pre-owned car? Come to John Altamari Auto. With over 125 quality pre-owned cars in stock, you're sure to find the car you want at the price you want. Choose from luxury cars, vans, sports cars, imports, and four-wheel drives. Every car is warranted for 1 year with current inspection, plus Altamari has a service center on the premises. Bad credit or no credit, Altamari gives you instant approval with as little as $500 down. So, visit our friendly sales staff to help you get the car you want. John Altamari Auto, located on East Lincoln Highway, 100 yards from Reedman's.
Back for a final time from Poppy Yoder Field on the Percy-Sellersville border as Pennridge has knocked off its arch rival Quakertown 27-14 for the Rams, a 7-5 year for Quakertown, a 3-9 year. Chris Fickus with Greg Betts. Greg, let's go through the scoring here.
All right, real quickly. Floyd Turner starts things off, 17-yard touchdown run to cap off a 6-play, 65-yard drive. 9:14 left to play first quarter. The Rams on top, 7-0. Quakertown comes back on their first drive. They march 62 yards, the final 26 of it coming on a pass play. Todd Schulberger on the receiving end from Joe Kuklis. Steve Hendricks adds the extra point. 4:08 left to play first quarter, tied at 7. Then following an almost turnover, a short punt gave Quakertown great field position at the Pennridge 21-yard line. They used 7 plays to go 21 yards. Doug Roberts, a 9-yard reception from Kuklis. 4 minutes, 31 seconds left to play first half. And the Panthers had their first and only lead of the football game at 14-7. That's where we stood at halftime. But then the second half, a completely different story. Pennridge dominating on the ground. Coach Hollenbach down there.
They tried to put it in your face. There was writing on the field. The duck or the chicken thing, whatever the heck it was. They played a heck of a game. You guys party on, man. Yeah!
And there you see the thrill of victory. And that's one thing I wanted to talk about. We'll do it after we run down the scoring. First drive of the second half for Pennridge. They put together a real nice one. Tyler Weidman capping it off. He had a huge afternoon. over 100 yards on the ground. He went in from 10 yards out. Koza adds the extra point. 5:02 left to play, third quarter. We're all even at 14. Then in the fourth quarter, Floyd Turner, his second touchdown run on a 9-yard scamper. Koza adds the extra point, made it 21-14. And then Turner capping off a great career here at Pennridge, his third touchdown of the afternoon. 7:07 left to play. A 19-yard run. The extra point, no good. That made the final score 27-14 in favor of the Rams. We saw when the final gun sounded, the thrill of victory on the Pennridge side, all the seniors and everybody high-fiving, jumping into each other's arms, and then the agony of defeat on the other side as Todd Scholberger dropped to a knee. And you have to wonder what he was thinking his final game at Quakertown. Most likely, the young man's going to be playing college football somewhere, so not the final time he'll lace them up, but for a lot of these guys, final time they'll put on the pads.
While we were watching the Quakertown kids with our cameraman down on the field, very nice moment. Floyd Turner, who's been through a tremendous amount in this program's really down years, hugged by Jeff Hollenbach, congratulated for his excellent game today. Well, we've had a lot of fun despite the fact we've been blown halfway to Hilltown today on a very windy day at Poppy Yoder Field. We'd like to thank our production crew who brought you the pictures and sounds of this game. Our director, as always, Lee Wolf. Our audio man, Tommy Brunt, who had the ref mic throughout the game and got us the audio with Coach Hollenbach after the game. Joe Dare McAleese on the electronic graphics. And our three cameramen who have withstood a battering wind today, Mike Miller, the president, Jeff Kennedy, and Big Daddy John Stevens. Now for Greg Betts. Greg, it's been a pleasure again this year to be with you.
Enjoyed it an awful lot, Chris.
Chris Fickus, happy Thanksgiving. Once again, our final score from Poppy Yoder Field in Percy, Pennridge 27, Quakertown 14. Have a good holiday, everyone. Goodbye.